on KXORadio.com. Now, let's get ready for the kickoff with George Grijalva and Mickey Dale. Tiger football on KXORadio.com.
Good evening and welcome to Shimamoto Simpson Stadium on the campus of Imperial High School for Tiger football. It's the home opener for the 2019 season. The Tigers host the always tough Gila Ridge Hawks out of Yuma. I'm Mickey Dale along with George Grijalva, and this is the rubber match of the overall meetings between the schools. They've only met twice. Imperial won the first time, and last year was Gila Ridge winning. And tonight's game ought to be another good one.
Yes.
What's last year?
Yes, I'll tell you what, if it's anything like the freshman and JV game, we had some awesome showings, and I hope it continues.
Visiting Hawks come into the game with a 1-0 record after a 28-19 home victory 2 weeks ago over Brawley. Gila Ridge, as was the Wildcats, had last week off. The Tigers posted their first victory of the season last Friday with a 28-0 shutout at Holtville. Really a narrow 6-0 lead at halftime, but scored a trio of touchdowns in the second half to secure the win. Joey Ramos had a pair of the touchdowns, and Jordan Reed scored his first touchdown to seal the win. This could be a record-setting night for Joey, and we'll tell you about that in just a minute. The Tigers will be without the services of offensive coordinator Brady Hawk tonight. His grandmother passed away, sadly, Tuesday in her sleep. She was 92 years old. Brady's in North Dakota for the funeral tomorrow. So our condolences to Brady and his family. We'll be back in just a moment to tell you about what this could be, a record-breaking night, in just a moment.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers! Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
And we're back here at Shimamoto Simpson Stadium in Imperial. Tonight's game between the Tigers and the Gila Ridge Hawks out of Yuma. There's a lot of kids on the football field.
Yeah, awesome to see.
Isn't that neat? They had the Pop Warner teams in all different sizes. I mean, all different sizes. You look at these little guys right straight in front of us.
Probably to our knees, right?
Exactly.
Hopefully we get to watch them, though, Mick.
Yeah, that would be neat. That would be neat. They look sharp out here. I mean, I'm sure they enjoy seeing a big crowd in front of them when they come out and get announced tonight. I work with Liz Van Dresche. Her husband, Corey, is one of the coaches on the junior midgets. And I told her tonight when I left work and came down here, I said, I'll be looking for number 11. And that's her son, Ian Van Dresche. And it was funny because as soon as I came in the stadium, I saw him right there. 11 just stood out. So Liz, we saw, and I talked to Corey for a minute, too. So it was good to see that. It's the Tigers and Gila Ridge Hawks tonight in Imperial. As we mentioned before the break, this could be a record-setting game tonight for Joey Ramos. He had a monster game against the Vikings, grabbing 8 passes for 135 yards, scoring a touchdown receiving, and 1 running. His 2 touchdown receptions last week, or actually this season now, ties him with the Imperial High School record of 21.
Wow.
Set by Dejon Staten during the 2010 through 2013 seasons. He now has 131 receptions in his career, and he's just 3 away from tying the record of 134 set by Raymond Beeman during the 2015-2016 seasons. Boy, Raymond, just an outstanding receiver.
Yes, he could jump.
He could jump. He could run.
Fast.
Oh, he was amazing to watch. He did it all. So anyway, Joey's closing in on that record as well, and he's also 203 yards from Beeman's career receiving yardage record. So this could be a big night for Joey Ramos. He's one of the captains out in the middle of the field now, as the captains have come out for the coin toss, along with Ethan Ramos. I see out there now, and he's been with a thumb knee, is James Ponce. We'll see how much playing he gets in tonight. And also Sebastian Mendoza, another one of the captains for the Tigers, will try to get the Hawks in the moment, is on the other side and can't see through the Imperial kicks. So that's what we see for Joey Ramos tonight. Jordan Reed will get the call at quarterback for Imperial after a strong showing against the Vikings. He completed 10 of 16 passes for 127 yards and a pair of touchdowns. He'll get the start this evening. The running tandem of Jesus Padilla and Manuel Quintero will split the carries tonight. Well, they had a great game, both of them, last week.
Yes, they did. They were both running downhill, but we had a good showing second half. First half, we don't want to talk about too much.
We get off on the short. It's a little slow we get started, but then once we do, things get better as the time goes on.
I hope we continue that.
But that running tandem last week, Padilla and Quintero, Padilla rushed for 109 yards on 13 carries. Quintero added 82 yards on just 7 carries. So we'll hear a lot from both those names tonight. Defensively, Brandon Silva picked up a pair of passes last week. Andrew Luna also had a pick and a great return after it, too, about 47 yards. Ethan Ramos led the team with 9 tackles and leads the team with 26 after 2 games this season. Coin toss has been taken care of. We'll tell you who will be kicking off and have the opening kickoff as our pregame show continues in just a moment.
They're excited at German Floor Covering, and now they're offering discounts up to 30% off select styles of products. Kids, life, or pets, German Floor Covering has you covered with a water and stain-proof product, ready for anything life throws at you. From now until September 30th, Shop Floor will make a donation to St. Jude's Children's Hospital for every lifeguard carpet sold. Visit German Floor Covering today in Imperial to see their Shop Floor Gallery. And now, no interest, 30 months financing on approved credit. Aiton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, it's kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save $1 with 8 gallons of gas or diesel. Get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Aiton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and Aiton Road in Imperial.
We're back in Imperial for tonight's game between the Tigers and the Gila Ridge Hawks out of Gila. The Hawks are led offensive. We've got senior quarterback Caleb Cota, who completed 20 of 38 passes for 161 yards and 3 touchdowns against Brawley in their win 2 weeks ago. Cota threw for over 122 yards and 10 touchdowns last year in the game against Imperial. Senior Renan Duarte ran for 141 yards and scored a touchdown last year against Imperial. Started out this year strong, 121 yards, 15 carries, and a score in their victory over Brawley. And he's tough to bring down. We're just watching him running out here, and he's 5'6" and about 220.
He is rough.
Very strong legs. That kind of reminds me of Maurice Jones-Drew. He's very agile on his feet and just very strong legs and strong lower torso. So he'll be one to watch tonight. You'll be hearing Duarte's name brought down quite a bit. He has a big line in front of him, too, to open up holes. Leading receiver in the Wildcat win was sophomore Jonathan Noriega. He caught 10 passes for 93 yards, a sophomore, and a touchdown. So we'll keep an eye on him tonight. Our top returner is senior David Randall, who had 22 catches for 385 yards last year and 4 touchdowns. A pair of defensive players to watch for tonight. Christian Torres, he had 13 tackles in the win over Brawley, but you'll hear the name D'Angelo Jackson. Brady Hoff was letting me know that he is perhaps the best defensive player we'll see this year. He is pretty well let go to go anywhere he wants to roam. 15 tackles 2 weeks ago, 2 of those for loss. He's quite an athlete, so we'll be hearing his name, and we'll keep an eye on him.
Mark Rich.
Yep, got it. Number 22. Part of Imperial Pandas out onto the field now. Our first chance to see them and their flag carriers, and we're always so proud to watch this band play. And we'll have more from Imperial. It's the Tigers and the Gila Ridge Hawks in just a moment.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers! When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you'd like it, deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
As we turn back to Imperial, the Tigers getting ready to kick it off against the Hawks of Gila Ridge of Yuma, arguably the best team in Yuma. They've got three really good ones in Yuma, Catholic, Gila Ridge, and Cibola that we saw a couple of weeks ago. The Tigers come into this game with a 1-1 record, a 7-point loss to Cibola, and then a big 28-0 win last week over the Vikings. One game already in the books this week. Brawley blasted Indio 43-7 last night up at Warren Field, posting their first win of the season. And tonight, the Central Spartans take their longest road trip ever in a 10-hour bus ride yesterday in preparation of playing Del Valle High School in El Paso, Texas. Yep, they're in the Lone Star State tonight. And in the first quarter, they have an updated score of the Spartans 13 and the Conquistadors 0.
Yeah.
So a good showing so far by Central. Southwest will be hosting Cibola tonight. It might give us a little better indication of how we'll look in IVL play when Southwest plays Cibola tonight. In other games involving Imperial Valley League teams, Calexico will host Vincent Memorial. And then among Manzanita League schools, Holtville travels to Thermal to take on Desert Mirage. And Calipatria is on the road to Yuma, and they will face the Criminals. And I guess the reason that I understood is there was some kind of a scheduling conflict. Central was supposed to have played Coachella. That was their game that was scheduled earlier this year, but there was some kind of a scheduling.
Okay, so wasn't it Coachella that was supposed to travel to?
No, I think it was Central was supposed to play Coachella.
Okay,
that's the way I understood it. And there was some kind of a scheduling problem with that Central was able to get the game in El Paso.
Wow.
Gave them a nice little road trip.
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't it be fun?
Oh, gosh.
Wow.
Yeah. Bring a team together.
It was kind of weird, though, too. It was a 10-hour bus trip is what they were saying.
The association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
And as the Pride of Imperial steps off the field, the teams are on the field. We're moments away from the opening kickoff of tonight's game between the Gila Ridge Hawks out of Yuma and the Imperial Tigers in their home opener of the 2019 season. You're listening to all the action as you do each and every Friday night on the internet at KXORadio.com. We enjoy having you with us each and every Friday night. Hope you sit back and you just enjoy the ball game with us.
Yeah, it turned out to be a beautiful night, especially from in here. I was dying. I told Mickey I couldn't believe I had sweat now. It's so humid today.
Your sweat glands are working well this night.
Preston Robin.
Yeah, Preston Robin here.
And Mr. Nathan Hart.
Boy, Nathan was what an outstanding job of running last year that we were not expecting.
He was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I love to watch him run.
And then he played so great defensively too. And but what a surprise running. That was the thing that got me, is like, he's running, and I didn't really expect to see him run that well, and he did an outstanding job.
Like a slalom skier.
Yep.
Side to side.
Exactly. The Tigers won the toss and elect to kick off, as they usually do. They'll be going left to right from the south to the north here at the stadium in Imperial. So sit back and enjoy Tiger football tonight as the Tigers will be kicking off to the Gila Ridge Hawks. And deep to receive for Gila Ridge on the far side is Jay Delorme. And on the near side, David Randall. He's one of the receivers, and he's a good one. Kicking off the Tigers is going to be a squib kick. It's going to go to short at the 30-yard line, the 35, and getting out to around the 40-yard line is where the ball will go. I'm kind of surprised not trying to kick it through the end zone. Yeah. We did it all three times at Cibola. But Gila Ridge will be coming out, as we mentioned, their starting quarterback, Caleb Cota. He's a senior, and they're a senior-laden team.
That's all they have.
They are just full of seniors.
That's all they have.
This is their year. If they're going to do one, this is the one to do it. Because they got seniors.
Good problem to have.
And as you mentioned, and you'll hear his name a lot, Renan Duarte, and he plays a linebacker as well, coming wide to the left side, Jaime Torres, and also flanking out to the right is Jonathan Noriega at 10 catches last week. And here's the first play from scrimmage. From the pistol, fake the handoff, going to pitch it out to to the near side and wide open, getting the catch, but it's going to be brought down. It's going to be a flag going against the Hawks. Good pursuit by the Tigers, though, as a loss on the play.
Number 4, Andrew Luna for the Tigers. He had that red the whole way. Got blocked from behind. Can help the Tigers. First play.
Yep, and a good call. Blocking the back and the wide open. Good call by the refereeing crew, which includes Gene Martin as the referee. Delfino Matsus is the umpire. Head linesman is Victor Padilla. Randy Arguelles is the line judge. The back judge, Nate Pinkins. So mark it back a little bit on the penalty on the first play. And even though the receiver was wide open, a little bubble screen, he just closed up quick. Really did.
Closed up quick.
So the penalty will bring them back on the 15-yarder back to the 25-yard line. It'll be now a first down and 25 from the 25. Still in the pistol, back to passes Coda. Pump fakes, now throws out to the near sideline. It's going to be a catch. Good one that's going to be caught by DeLorme, and he's going to be out of bounds around the 34-yard line to give him a gain of 9, second down, and about 16.
He's out holding on. Hit the ground with his knee just as he caught the ball. Good concentration. DeLorme.
So second down and 16, still running from the pistol. Duarte behind him, back to pass Coda. Gets a lot of pressure. Gets in, steps up in the pocket. Can be hit hard at the line of scrimmage. His forward momentum will get him out to about the 38-yard line, so give him a gain of 4, but a third down at 12 coming up.
Good job by Garibaldi. Not giving up on the play. Able to catch him from behind. Hit him pretty hard.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen him. I don't know if the quarterback's seen him.
I was getting ready to say he hit him hard. Drew him into the ground really, really hard.
Way to give him the rushing yards.
So third down and about 11. They're going to mark him around the 39-yard line. So third down and 11 at the 39. Big third down play early in the game for this Tiger defense. No score early in the ball game here in Imperial. Stay in the pistol. 3 wide right this time for the Hawks. Back to passes Coda. Sets up. Goes over the middle. Has received. Gets him right in the numbers. Right at midfield. It's a first down. This is DeLorme as well. And it'll be at the Tiger 49-yard line. First and 10 for the Hawks.
Quick hitter.
He's a big target. He's about 6'2", and pretty good sized target in the defensive backfield for the Tigers.
Got away from Ryan Bonillas. Ryan was there to stop the dog. Good job by Bonillas.
12-yard gain on that one. So first and 10 now for the Tiger 49-yard line. They'll stay in the pistol formation. Double wide each side. Hand it off to Duarte up the middle. He busts hard up the middle. Gets to the Tiger 45-yard line. Then brought down at that point. It'll be a good gain of 4 yards, though, for Duarte. And a second down at 6 coming up.
Ethan Ramos and
Duarte with 1 touchdown and a win against Brawley 2 weeks ago.
5-7. I don't have. Oh, James Folks.
Second down and 6 from the Tiger 45-yard line. Sent 3 wide right this time, staying in the pistol formation. Duarte behind Coda. Coda steps up to the line of scrimmage, says something to the center, and then steps back, fakes the handoff, gets hit and flips the balls down behind the line of scrimmage, and he's still down on the ground. He does complete the pass to David Randall on the near side, and Randall will get the first down inside the 40-yard line to the 39. Coda got up slow on that, but he does run to the sideline.
Garibaldi hit him. No, he got hit. He got his leg got buckled. As soon as he was released, I'm surprised he completed that. He stayed down for a while. He's back up, though. Not very tall. It's a running back, 5'7", probably 5'9". The QB for the Hawks.
Coach will hand it off to Duarte on the left side. Duarte looks for some running room and going to make some on his own, and finally the Tigers are going to drag him down to the 35-yard line after a gain of 4. It'll be a second down and 6.
Tanner Travis. Ethan Ramos on the stop for the Tigers.
Boy, Kota is going to get his running in tonight. He runs to the sidelines to talk to head coach John Elgood after every play and then runs back out. He'll stay in the pistol formation with Duarte behind him, 3 wide right. The Hawks on this drive started their own 40-yard line, back to Pasco, a little bubble screen out to the right. Going to complete it to DeLorme. DeLorme tries to make some moves, and he's going to get nowhere as the Tigers' pursuit will bring him down right at the line of scrimmage. no gain, so third down and 6 coming up from the 35.
Oh, good job by James Ponce. Close in on him, and he would not let go of the play until the help came.
They're going to actually give him a couple of yard gains, so 3rd and 4 from the 33. Let's assume this would be 4-down territory, though.
So what he's doing, he's telling us games to look at the linebackers are blitzing. As soon as they blitz, he kicks it out to the outside.
Coda's completed all 4 of his passes in the game for a total of 29 yards. We'll get the Tigers' defensive starters here for you in just a moment. No huddle offenses. And back to passes. Coda sets up in the pocket. It's going to be a little screen.
Oh, they had a
Duarte breaks 2 tackles. He's going to get a first down on a play that should have been a loss of a few yards, and instead he's going to get the first down inside the 30-yard line to about the 28, gain of 5 and a first down for Eagle Ridge.
James Ponce had that one read. He just couldn't hold on to at the big weight difference between those 2 kids.
He's a hard one to bring down.
Maybe broke another tackle. I don't know who the other one was that missed him. Oh, he's out. He went out, though. New running back in there.
So Duarte goes to the sideline, fakes the handoff, back to pass. Coda going to go deep, has a receiver wide open. Yeah, Randall. Tigers getting beat deep again. We've seen that too many times this season, and the Hawks will turn it into 6 points. At the 6:49 mark of this first quarter, goes to David Randall for the touchdown. A 28-yarder.
I don't know who missed that. I think 4:20.
Luna was back there. I'm not sure whether it was his assignment or not, but he was the closest to Randall. And Coda throws a good pass. You can't let him have too much time.
And who got that? I missed him.
David Randall, number 8, got that. Coming in for the extra point attempt, Pablo Vargas. The ball is down. The kick is up, and it is good. With 6:49 to go in this first quarter of play, it's the Gila Ridge Hawks 7, the Imperial Tigers 0.
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Peyton Road in Imperial.
Recapping the scoring drive for the Hawks, 9 plays, 60 yards, and they will use 5 minutes and 11 seconds off the clock. And 28-yard touchdown pass from Caleb Kota to David Randall, and for Randall, that's his second touchdown reception, or actually his third touchdown reception of the year.
I hope we could correct that.
Yeah.
That killed us.
It sure did.
First game against Ebola, that first quarter. Same exact thing right there.
Coates is a good quarterback. He's a senior quarterback, has a lot of experience. I think it's his 3rd year as a starting quarterback there.
Okay.
And he just kind of...
Poised.
Very poised, yeah. Got up after getting hit really hard, got right back up and got after it. And remember, this was after their drive started with a penalty and went back to the 25, so... Kickoff. It's going to go deep at the 5-yard line for the Tigers, heading straight up the field. Breaks 1 tackle, fumble. That's going to be recovered by Eagle Ridge. And now this is what we don't need to see at all.
No.
It was Ryan Bonillas, and that's the 3rd time he's fumbled this year, and he's a couple of them given away.
He used the tackle with both hands.
Yep.
I was swinging.
Get into traffic. Did not see who it was that recovered that one, but Eagle Ridge will have the ball at the Tiger 30 or 28-yard line, 1st and 10.
It looked like he almost broke that loose. Trying a little too much. Get hit it from behind.
Has to get into traffic, just take it down. Coach at quarterback, he'll stay in the pistol with Duarte behind him. Fakes the handoff, goes back to pass. Going to try for the long one to start. Has a receiver in Randall, and then he drops it. He was inbounds, and it should have been caught. It bounced off his hands just inside the end zone. So the ball's incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
Oh. Got to do something about that, coaches.
Get beat deep again.
Yeah, same thing. How should you get beat? Same exact play.
Can't have that. Cannot have that.
See what Coach Shuck was out over there.
First incompletion after 6 completions in a row for 62 yards for Gila Ridge. We'll actually change that to 75-yard drives as we did at the 15-yard penalty that started this game. And up to Duarte at the middle. Duarte breaks to the outside, breaks and busts over tacklers, gets inside the 20-yard line. He'll be near a first down. Let's see where he went out of bounds at, though. They're going to say he actually went out of bounds around the 20 or 22-yard line, looks like. So a third down and 4 coming up from the 22.
Good job by Luna. He hung in there, took him down by himself.
It takes some guts to do, also, because Duarte runs hard, and he's hard to bring down. He's strong kid.
Oh, he's so low, you can't get lower than him.
104 degrees at game time. No wind to start with, but now we see a little bit of a breeze. And we had a west breeze last night.
It's hit by 5 to 10 and then possibly 15.
It didn't take all the humidity out of the air, but it was nice to see and encouraging. We may have one west winds here soon. Back to pass is Coda. Going to pass out to the near side. Going to complete it to Randall. Randall's hit immediately and driven out of bounds, but he'll get the first down. And he's going to be at about the 14-yard line. Give him a gain of 8, first and 10 for the Hawks.
Yeah, they're gonna keep doing that. Little screens bring up the DBs, and then they'll pop it deep again.
Yep. Little tinkers out to the side, and man, that's just hurt you. He's had one pass over 10 yards. That was the touchdown of 28. The rest have been short, but he is 7 of 8 for 72 yards in the game.
Yeah, look at the size difference between that end and our DB. Oh, they have Ramos done.
They bring Joey Ramos in on defense. Back to pass is Coda. Sets up. Going to look over to the far side. Going to complete the pass. Brought down pretty much immediately, but enough for the first down, or not quite the first down as it's completed to Jaime Torres. That's his first reception of the night, his second of the season. Actually, only be for a couple of yards. On the far side, we couldn't quite see where it was at, so second down and 8 from about the 12-yard line.
Up 4.
5:51 to go in the first quarter. The Hawks about 7-0, but a second and 8 from the Tiger 12. Get a big defensive play here for Imperial. Coda hands it up to Duarte up the middle. Duarte breaks tackle after tackle and gets extra yardage on his own, and he will be in for the touchdown. A correction on that, I said it was the 12-yard line. It was actually at the 6 or 7-yard line is where he went to, and it was a touchdown for Duarte. Wow.
Good job with play calling for the Hawks coaching staff.
Mixed it up nice, didn't they?
Yeah, well, they keep going away from the blitz. Tigers keep blitzing, and they go right by it. That's why the defensive backs are making the stops for us right now.
And the extra point.
It is good.
Is up, and it is good. So it's now 5:34 to go in the first quarter of play. It's the Hawks 14, the Tigers 0.
They're excited at German Floor Covering, and now they're offering discounts up to 30% off select styles of products. Kids, life, or pets, German Floor Covering has you covered with a water and stain-proof product ready for anything life throws at you. From now until September 30th, Shop Floor will make a donation to St. Jude's Children's Hospital for every lifeguard carpet sold. Visit German Floor Covering today in Imperial to see their Shop Floor gallery. And now, no interest, 30-month financing on approved credit.
A drive that took just a minute and 1 second after the fumble by Ryan Boynias and recovered by the Hawks at the Tiger 28-yard line. It takes just 5 plays for the Hawks to get in, and it's capped by the 5-yard touchdown run by Renan Duarte. And for him, that is his second touchdown of the night. And the extra point good by Pablo Vargas, and it's a 14-0 lead for the Hawks. The Tigers haven't snapped the ball on offense yet.
Not at all. I just heard somebody mentioning that. They would go with the kickoff. Another deep one?
Another deep one, exactly. It's going to go through the end zone and actually rolls and just outside the 5-yard line, so Benitez is going to have to pick it up. Great kick. Great kick to just die at the 5. And Ryan has to pick it up, gets it out to the 11-yard line, but that's where the Tigers will have the ball. But their backs to the wall at the 11-yard line with 5:28 to go in the first quarter. And down 14-0.
Look at that sunset, Nick. Beautiful sunset.
Yes, it is.
We have the Most beautiful sunsets here. I love sitting in the backyard looking west.
Offensively for the Tigers, Jordan Reed will be at the quarterback position. And Quintero will get the call at running back. Jacob Gray will go wide right along with Joey Ramos. And Ryan Bonillas wide left. Bonillas will go in motion. Tigers jump. Tigers jump before the snap of the ball. Along the front line for the Tigers, James Folks will be at the left tackle. Left guard is Wolfgang Horner. Caleb Rollins is back from his brother's wedding in Alaska last week, and he'll be at the center slot. Sebastian Mendoza at the right guard. Right tackle Kai Bishop. 5-yard penalty against the Tigers. I'll make it a 1st and 15 and put it back to the 6-yard line. So each team on their first offensive play get a penalty tonight. And it off up the middle of Quintero. He runs into a brick wall of white and Carolina blue and will get no gain at all. It'll be a 2nd down and 15 from the 6.
Okay, you got in the backfield. They did a good job trying to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They have a big line offensively and defensively for the Cedar Ridge team, and that time they seem to just stand up our offensive line on that one.
Looks like we're going to be doing some passing if that continues.
Brenton Adams goes wide right for the Tigers. Back to pass is Jordan Reed. Pump fakes. Now going to throw over the middle for Joey Ramos. Man, he gets hung out to dry as it goes way over his head, incomplete. It'll be a 3rd down and 15 from the 6.
Overthrow. Yeah, he got stuck. He got driven into the ground.
He got hit hard. But he gets up, gets back into the huddle. And the Tigers now with a 3rd down and 15 from their own 6-yard line on this opening offensive possession of the quarter and trailing 14-0. Back to pass again as Reed sets up in the pocket, has some time, going to go try running. Then he fumbles the ball. He and Reed are going to pick it up and recover it at the 7-yard line, and a penalty flag will go down and maybe on the tackle.
Yeah, leading with the helmet.
Yep, leading with the helmet against will go against the Tigers. So 2 fumbles on 2 possessions for the Tigers, one on the kickoff, and now the second one on the 3rd play from scrimmage. And Cedar Ridge recovers both the fumbles and has the ball set up 1st and goal at the Tigers' 6. Now the penalty will bring it even closer.
We cannot keep doing this, gentlemen.
So
we cannot keep doing this. 1 punch in the mouth is good, not 3. That's our fault now.
So 1st and goal, they'll bring the ball to the 4-yard line, and that's where the Cedar Ridge Hawks have the ball at the Tiger 4. Coach at quarterback. They go into the huddle. Imperial goes with the no-huddle offense. This will be one of the few teams I think we see this year that actually will go into a huddle. Duarte, the 1 running back, in a pistol behind Caleb Cota. Cota, back to pass. Looks over the near side for Randall. Completes it. Touchdown. Just that quick.
Yep.
No, not
illegal man downfield. Illegal man downfield.
Well, it's going to be a legal procedure. Didn't see the flag, but we've got the post in front of us, so yeah, there was thrown down there. Legal procedure call. We'll bring that one back. We'll make it 1st and goal now from the 9-yard line.
That time I've seen the center judge tapping his cap. But that's illegal man downfield.
Coach runs over to the sideline. Talk to offensive coordinator Brian Flood and their head coach John Elgood. Leading at 14-0 in this ball game.
Not pretty. Yes, it's a flag. I was looking at the flag. It's coming up from the southwest.
Southwest, exactly.
Picking up more and more.
Cota back in the pistol with Duarte behind him. Hands it off to Duarte. Duarte over left tackle. Busts his way inside the 5-yard line. Keeps driving. He's going to get down to about the 2, it looks like. So gain is 6. 2nd down and goal from the 2. Duarte gets 6 yards on it. He has 20 yards on 4 carries. Most of it's been on his own.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
After hit.
After he gets hit. He took 2 guys with him.
Right.
One was Tanner and the other one was Garibaldi.
So 1st and goal inside the 2-yard line. Tigers need to get picked up here. They look defeated. I don't want to see that at all.
Already.
Under center is Cota. Going to take it and try it himself, and the Tigers stop him initially, and then his second Second effort will get him in for the 2-yard line, and with 3:52 to go in the first quarter, it is now Gila Ridge 20, Imperial 0.
He went up against Ethan Ramos, but Ethan hit him before he made the line of scrimmage. He was able to fight him off. Good job by the Hawks.
Wow. I was not expecting this coming into the game.
They scattered us, that's for sure.
It's going to be a 2-play, 8-yard drive.
Good.
And the extra point by Vargas is good. With 3:52 remaining in the first quarter of play, it's now Gila Ridge 21 and the Imperial Tigers 0.
Peyton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snack, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save us up with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Peyton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and 8th Road in Imperial.
It's a 2-play, 8-yard drive and lasts less than a minute. And it comes after the second fumble given up by the Tigers tonight. 2-yard touchdown run by Caleb Cota. And with the extra point, it's now 21-0 in favor of the Hawks. 3:52 to go in the first quarter play.
Line drive.
Tigers are going to get the line drive as Tanner Travis, he'll get out to the 40-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will have the ball 1st and 10. It's the best field position by far of this game, and now the Tiger offense needs to get something going here.
I'll take anything right now. Anything.
Yep.
Tanner Travis came off the field a little bit. Looks like it's okay, though.
So 1st and 10 Tigers from their own 40-yard line. And in motion is Joey Ramos. And it off up the middle to Quintero. And Quintero will get some good yardage out across the 45-yard line out to the 49 before being brought down. That'll be a good gain of 9 yards on the play. It'll be a 2nd down and 1.
Christopher Torres, that's the one we're supposed to keep an eye on, right?
That's one of them, yes. He led the team with tackles last week. So the 9-yard gain makes it a 2nd and 1 from the Tiger 49. And in motion again is Ramos. And up the middle, Quintero gets the 1st down, busts his way into enemy territory. We'll get to the 47-yard line. Penalty goes down after the play is over. Not sure. Maybe a late hit on that?
They did.
Okay. But the yardage will get him to the 47-yard line of Gila Ridge. And that'll be a gain of 4 yards and a 1st down for the Tigers.
If D'Angelo Jackson brought him down, then he came in.
And that late hit.
Yeah, they did, yeah. 15-yarder, right?
That'll get all the way down to the 32-yard line. So 1st and 10 Tigers from the Gila Ridge 32. Tigers need to score in this drive. I think it's imperative to keep into this game by scoring on this drive. And in motion is Ramos to the near side. And off again to Quintero. Quintero crosses from the right side back to the left, gets inside the 30. Be brought down at the 27-yard line, a gain of 5. A 2nd down and 5.
Got somebody down.
And a player down for the Hawks with timeout on the field. 3 minutes to go in this first quarter of play. The Hawks 21, the Tigers 0.
They're excited at German floor covering, and now they're offering discounts up to 30% off select styles of products. Kids, life, or pets, German floor covering has you covered with a water and stain-proof product, ready for anything life throws at you. From now until September 30th, Shop Floor will make a donation to St. Jude's Children's Hospital for every lifeguard carpet sold. Visit German floor covering today in Imperial to see their Shop Floor gallery. And now, no interest, 30 months financing on approved credit. For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Injured player gets up and makes it onto the side, and it's Duarte, number 21. Was injured on that, came off the field. No, it wasn't. No, he was walking one way, and
one is on
32. So it's going to be Alfonso Brown that was injured on that. Makes it onto the side on his own.
Start the clock.
And starting the clock up. 3 minutes to go in this first quarter play. Tigers on the move at the 27 of the Hawks. Hand it off again to Quintero on the left side. Quintero will get the first down and then brought down. Fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds though at the 20-yard line. And the Tigers will get the first down. They'll put it about the 21 again. He has 6. First and 10 Tigers.
I like that speed. I like the way he's in there.
Eric Lagera on the field getting the calls from Austin Ortega above us. We'll get some scores here in just a minute, George, on that. Get some updated scores for you and other games going on around the valley. And off again to Quintero. Good cross cut. Gets up the field and dives to the 3-yard line before being brought down. They're going to call it at the 2. And that's a gain of 19, the first and goal for the Tigers.
I like the way he reached for that. He's going to help us a lot. So I hope he stays healthy.
That's a play where he started going one direction, and then crossed it over and found a little seam, and then went on for 19 yards on a first down. It's first and goal Tigers. From the 2-yard line. And up Quintero again, this time right on the left side. Touchdown Tigers! Lots of runs, 6 of them on this drive by Manuel Quintero, and he'll take it in for the touchdown, his first touchdown of the season.
Awesome.
And the Tigers are back in the ball game. It's the Hawks 21, Tigers 6.
You were not going to stop him. He wanted that the whole drive. He worked hard.
He sure did. He ran hard every single play on that drive. Tigers set up to possibly fake the extra point attempt and line everybody up way over to the left. Bonillas is going to get it. They're going to go for the 2. Bonillas looks over the middle, can't find anybody, going to try to take it himself, and he'll do so. So Ryan Bonillas will get the 2-point conversion. And with 2:08 remaining in the first quarter play, it's now the Gila Ridge Hawks 21, the Imperial Tigers 8.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it. Deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
On the scoring drive for the Tigers, 6 plays, all of them runs by Manuel Quintero for 60 yards, and he gets the touchdown to put it on as well. And with a 2-point running conversion by Ryan Bonillas, it's now 21-8 in favor of Gila Ridge. And the Tigers needed to respond right then, and they did.
They did. They get hit in the mouth, you better answer back.
And for the kickoff for the Tigers, Edgar Robles. Randall deep to receive along with DeLorme. He'll kick this one long, but it's right at DeLorme. They'll get the ball at the 14-yard line. Out to the 20, 25-yard line. Looks for seam, finds one to get out across the 40, and brought down at the 44. And that's where Gila Ridge will have the ball first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
No, that was a line drive. Kind of hard to cover that. You got to get it up or make it bounce. You can't kick it right at him. You had a scene, though. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, he did. Drive for the Tigers took only 1:37. I like seeing all those runs by Manuel Quintero.
On 6 runs.
Yeah.
Only had the injury to them.
And a penalty. It helped move the ball down a little bit. Hand it off to Duarte over the left side. Duarte kind of tiptoes his way, if he can do that at his size, outside the 50-yard line, into Tiger territory at the 48. A little short of the first down, but a 2nd and 1 coming up, gain of 9.
Good job of following his blockers. That's what he's doing, waiting for the dot to set up. But he was tiptoeing. It was cute.
And a little twinkle toes out
there. Yeah, that's what
he's doing. 5'6", 220. Shuffle. 34 yards on 6 carries for Duarte so far in this ball game. That's all in the first quarter. We got wide left. Jaime Torres. Man in motion is Randall coming to the near side. Cota goes back to pass. Sets up in the pocket. Going to look across the middle. Incomplete. Well covered, but the pass is a little bit underthrown, and it will be a 3rd down and 1 from the Tiger 48.
We got to get a little pressure on this, man. It's all quick hitters, too. These guys, they do a good job getting down the field.
Defensively for the Tigers, along the front line, the defensive ends, James Folks and Maurice Padilla. Defensive tackles, Joe Hernandez and Humberto Sanchez. The linebackers, Ethan Ramos and Tanner Travis. Defensive backfield, they'll move people around right now. They got Joey Ramos in the defensive backfield. On to Brandon Silva, handed off to Duarte. Duarte spins his way when the 360 will get the first down near the 41-yard line. And that's going to be a gain of 7 yards and a first down. He's a tough one to bring down.
Oh, yeah. Somebody tried taking him down with his arms.
But they hurt.
Oh. Humberto Sanchez had him right at the line of scrimmage. He just tried to arm tackle him. Can't do that.
Brian Bonillas in the defensive backfield with the Tigers. Christopher Torres also in the defensive backfield as a safety slot.
And new running back.
Duarte goes to the sideline, is replaced in the pistol. Coach at quarterback, goes back to pass.
Oh, pressure.
Could be a screen pass, and it's going to fall incomplete. I think Jaime Torres was running before he got the football at the 45-yard line, falls incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Tanner made him hurry that throw a little bit.
Coach, tell you, running to the sideline and back on a heated night like this, he's going to be a little tired before the end of this ball game.
Well, with that 40-second rule also, it's...
Yeah, with that 40-second rule, you've got to get going quickly.
I heard it.
Ty Moreno is in the backfield for Duarte to give him a spell. 2 wide receivers going to each side of the field. Man in motion to arm, and the Hawks are going to move as Jaime Torres jumps before the snap of the ball. And that 3-yard penalty will now make it a 2nd down and 15 and bring it back to the 46. Good discipline shown by the Tigers. Joey Ramos for not moving.
Yeah.
Letting Torres move and cause his own 5-yard penalty. So 2nd down and 15 from the 46 of the Tigers. 42.8 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. After Gila Ridge jumped out to a 21-0 lead, the Tigers roared back, and it's a 21-8 contest. Moreno stays in the lineup at halfback, back to pass. Going to complete the pass to the 41-yard line is David Randall, and Randall will be ran out of bounds at about the 38, it looks like. So give him that gain of 8, so a 3rd down and 7 coming up.
37 seconds in the quarter. That was Brian Bonillas was able to push him out of bounds.
90 yards passing on 9 of 12 for Caleb Cota, unofficially in the game so far. 37 seconds to go in this first quarter. 3 wide receivers come to the left side, 1 to the right this time for the Hawks. Right in the backfield behind quarterback Cota, who goes back to pass. Sets up in the pocket, throws out to the far side, and he completed to David Randall at the 30-yard line. And he brought down immediately, but it looks like he's got the first down by a yard. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for Gila Ridge. Good job of getting to where he needed to go for the first down. And
He got to the spot. Heber was able to push it back. He already had the spot. They're just so much bigger in our defensive backs.
Yeah.
Because they're more, every one of these.
Right, big advantage there. And
timeout Imperial.
Timeout called by the Tigers. 8 seconds. 8 seconds remaining, or 7 seconds remaining on the scoreboard. And it's the score of Gila Ridge 21 and Imperial 8.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair.
I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder.
Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu. Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Got some updated scores for us, George?
Yeah, I got Dylan checking on to make sure it's correct because he had a different score. I have Central over to Valle in the fourth quarter, 27-14, but he had it 17-9, I believe.
Yeah, so we're double checking on that. Any others?
Yeah, we got Vincent over Calexico, 13-8.
Wow.
Second quarter.
First and 10 for Gila Ridge at the 30. 7 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. Take the handoff to Moreno. Goes back to pass. Looks into the end zone. Throws a nice tight spiral, but a little bit out of reach. The intended receiver, David Randall. Good coverage by the Tigers that time in the end zone. It'll be a 2nd and 10.
They were fighting all the way with David Randall. Little hand fight there. This is correct. Okay, so it is Central over Del Valle. 27-14. That is awesome to go that far.
Number 6 are playing in El Paso, Texas against Del Valle tonight. So they were saying it would be about a 10-hour bus ride.
I hope we don't have to do that.
That's a long way. That's a long way. Could you imagine a bus? I know that the buses are a lot nicer than the ones that we took long trips with, but still, that's a long ways to go. 2nd down, back to pass. Got to be a little screen out to the near side. Got to complete the ball pass to DeLorme. Then he's driven out of bounds hard around the 20-yard line.
Right, Bonilla didn't on the stop.
Yeah, good stop by Ryan, too, and he's given up ahead in height.
Yeah.
But it will be good enough for a first down. DeLorme and Randall are just really good receivers.
Pretty little pass to the outside and put it right on the hip.
They'll go to about the 20-yard line. That'll be the end of the first quarter of play with the score. The Gila Ridge Hawks 21, the Imperial Tigers 8.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football teams with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers! Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The Valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West 8th Road in Imperial.
So that first down got Gila Ridge to the 20-yard line. Now they're going left to right from the south to the north here in Imperial. DeLong goes in, motion, takes the handoff. Got to get it to Duarte the other way, and he slips and falls right at the line of scrimmage. Good place to, being in the right spot, though, at the right time for the Tigers defenseman James Folks to make the tackle. Right. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he made him spin, and he lost his footing. Got to give him the tackle, though.
Yep, bitch. 41 yards on 8 carries so far for Duarte, and a touchdown. 2nd down and 10 from the Tiger 20-yard line. Duarte stays in the lineup behind Cota, who goes back to pass. Heavy rush. Throws over the middle. Has a receiver. Overthrows DeLorme in the end zone. Good coverage again by the Tigers.
Yeah.
Brendan Adams.
Yeah. Might be the first time I see him in.
Tigers move a lot of defensive backs in and out of the lineup.
Yeah.
O'Neill's, Adams, as we saw, Silva, Luna, Stephen Shaw, James Ponce. See a lot of different people in there.
I forgot about Stephen
coming up.
I forgot about Stephen. I told Mike I can't watch him. I told Mike get fixated on him, and I told him I can't do that.
You lose track of the game, don't you?
I said, we'll talk about it after the game. Good kid. Such a good kid.
3rd and 10 from the 20. Back to pass again is Copa. Sets up in the pocket, looks to the near side, has receivers wide open and makes the catch, and is down and out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Just like he got in between the defenders and nobody really saw him.
It's a 3-step drop, and boom, the ball gone.
Exactly.
You're not going to sack him.
12-yarder on that. 120 yards passing in this game for Caleb Cota.
Ponce.
Once he's had an injured knee that he's been nursing this week, and we weren't sure how much he'd be able to play. He's not going back to the gymnasium. And up to Duarte over the right side. Duarte is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard. It'll be a 2nd down and goal from the 7. address system malfunctioning here, so you may hear Dylan Nichols in the background trying to see if it's working or not outside. Yeah. 2nd and goal from the 7 of the Tigers for Gila Ridge.
We need to announce it that they need to tune in to KXORadio.com.
We could let them know. We would make sure to do it, huh? 2nd and goal from the Tiger 7. And the big defensive stand here for the red and white. Alarm in motion. And about to Duarte. Duarte going to break a couple of tackles. We'll get down to about the 5-yard line. Yep, to the 5, a gain of 2. 3rd down and goal from the 5.
Give that to James Folks for standing him up, and then
you got a lot of help out.
Brandon Silva, yeah.
And to bring him down, you got to
there are 4 Tigers, and he's still moving forward.
Joaquin Alvarado warming up on the sidelines for the Tigers.
I'd like to see what he squats and deadlifts.
Oh, yeah. Very strong.
Very strong. Very short legs.
Cote stays in the pistol. They've done that pretty much throughout the game. Goes back to pass. Goes into the end zone as a receiver. Took down at the last moment by Joey Ramos. Great job by Joey on that to tip it down. It's a 3rd and goal, or make it 4th and goal, 5.
And Brandon Silva hit him as soon as he released it. Drove him into the ground.
Boy, Joey just kind of floated up there to tip that away at the last moment. I loved looking at that. That was great. Good defensive play. And the field goal team will come in. Eric Flores kicked a 25-yarder 2 weeks ago, but they're going to go with Vargas, does the kickoff for the extra points. Castle Wiggins, backup quarterback on the hole. Ball is down. The kick is up, and did it make it through? Barely made it through, and it is good. With 9:19 remaining in the first half of play, it's now Gila Ridge 24, Imperial 8.
They're excited at German floor covering, and now they're offering discounts up to 30% off select styles of products. Kids, life, or pets, German floor covering has you covered with a water and stain-proof product, ready for anything life throws at you. From now until September 30th, Shop Floor will make a donation to St. Jude's Children's Hospital for every lifeguard carpet sold. Visit German floor covering today in Imperial to see their Shop Floor gallery. And now, no interest, 30 months financing on approved credit.
On that scoring drive, started at the 44-yard line of Gila Ridge. Plays on that drive that went down to the 5-yard line. The Tigers will keep the Hawks out of the end zone for a touchdown, but they do give up the 22-yard field goal that was good by Pablo Vargas, and it's now a 24-8 Gila Ridge lead. And the kickoff going to the north, going to hit at the goal line, and will go into the end zone, and will be brought out to the 35-yard line.
If we get this south system figured out.
51 yards on that drive, but took 15 plays to do it. And let's see, clock, 19.
Okay, Pedal staying in the back, so that's good.
Took 4 minutes and 49 seconds used up the clock. And Alcantara over the left side, and we'll get a little bit of yardage out to about the 24-yard line. Good gain of 4 yards on the play. It'll be a 2nd down and 6. They said the ball come out to 35. It actually goes to the 20-yard line as Rich brought out since he went into the end zone. So 2nd down and 6 from the 24 of Imperial.
That's correct.
Back to pass, Reed. Out to the right side, it'll go incomplete to Ryan Bonillas. And it's a forward pass, but it's really close to being a lateral, so Ryan quickly jumped on top of it.
That was smart. He just called it incomplete.
Yeah. It was just barely, though, but Ryan was smart to jump on it, just in case.
Yeah.
And he goes
from here was 3rd down.
So 3rd down and 6 from the 24.
Just throwing high, though. Everything is going up high.
He's yet to complete a pass, only has tried 2, but has missed them both. 3rd down and 6 from the 24. And up at the middle of Quintero again. And Quintero will dive to about the 29-yard line It'd be a yard short, but the Tigers
They're moving it. Oh, they're going to
moving the ball a little bit. For the 4th and 1, they're going to have to punt it from there at the 29-yard line. So 5-yard gain there by Quintero. And they now gives him 54 yards and 9 carries and a touchdown in the game. But a 3 and out, the Tigers want to punt.
Here, if he keeps them.
Kickoff by Ramos is a high one. It's going to hit at the 35-yard line, bounce straight in the air, and then dive right at the 35. It bounced and ends up back at the 35. So that's where Gila Ridge will have the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Defense needs to come up big on this one, too.
Okay, we need to stop. 7 minutes, 56 seconds. Left in the second quarter. Good, we got that going. We just moved that down to that bottom amplifier.
The elder listening in from Selma Joel. He's out walking the dog now, so I'm not sure whether he carries his computer or takes his phone, so he'll check back in with us when he does. It'll be 1st and 10 for Gila Ridge at their own 35-yard line. Caleb Coates at quarterback. We'll have DeLone going in motion. We'll have DeLone around the right side, going to get bounced hard out of bounds. Wow, coming up with a big hit, Brandon Silva. At about the 36-yard line, with a gain of a yard, but man, he took a good shot.
He sure hit him. I bet he stood a good 5-6 yards after he got hit.
With his first carry on the night, and he'll remember that one for a while, I have a feeling.
That was an end around, and Drew didn't pick it up for a while. I thought the deal was going to turn that in. Maurice was there. Went right by Maurice.
2nd down and 9 from the 36. Costa looks over the defense, hands up the middle to Duarte, over left tackle. Duarte gets stood up the line of scrimmage, but his second effort as he comes back to the right side will get to the 39-yard line in a gain of 3. So 3rd down and 6 coming up.
Nick Escalante, the tackle for the Tigers. I don't have him on the roster. Or am I? I'm sorry, my paper. Escalante.
6. So 3rd down and 6 from the 39. Big 3rd down in the second quarter for the Tiger defense. Coach from the pistol. Gets the snap. Goes back. Looks down the far side. Has a receiver. And he's going to complete it just out of the extended hands of the defender.
Oh, yeah. 20. David Mesa.
And going to be caught by Jaime Torres out of the 47-yard line. A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
That looked like Mesa got around him. I thought it must have gotten right through his hand. Good job being up forward to them.
Yeah, he was right there. So 1st and 10 Hawks at their own 47-yard line, leading the Tigers 24-8. 6:47 to go in this first half of play. A lot of time in this ball game. Kota handing off to Duarte up the middle. Duarte will spin his way to get a yard and nothing more. Good defense there by the Tigers with his 2nd and 9.
Sebastian Mendoza.
We're getting that southwest wind, which is bringing hamburger smell toward us. You smelled it too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Holding out on you there.
Speaking of smoke, talking to my sister Elsa this morning in Marietta. Where that big fire's at. Yeah. And they canceled class in Temecula.
Oh, did they? Oh, wow.
She's got teachers that come here to Fallbrook where she teaches.
Wow.
Bad smoke.
Back to Basses, Kota. Sets up. It's going to be a screen.
Good job.
The tackled immediately on the play. Caught by Ty Moreno, but there's going to be a loss on the play. Back to the 45.
Tanner Travis had that read the whole time. Good play by the Tiger defense.
Yep, that was a great one.
He read that little screen.
So 3rd and 12 from the 45. They'll make it at the 46-yard line, so 3rd and 11. So it's forward progress, so loss of 2 on that play.
I think I got all excited. We had 2 linemen almost getting to the quarterback. And no, it's a
screenplay.
And he read it.
I read it perfectly, sure did. 3rd down 11 from the 46. Kota stays in the pistol. Back to pass. pump fake. Now throws out to the near side, goes through the hands of the intended receiver, and had he caught it, it wouldn't have been much of a gain at all, as Jonathan Noriega was completely covered by the Tigers at midfield. Would have been probably at the 48 where they brought him down at.
Yeah, Steven Shaw was right on him. Good job by the Tiger defense. They finally stopped him.
Right, 4th and 11, and they'll have to punt.
Also caught the 46. We got Ryan Bonilla back.
Tigers gave up only 11 yards on that possession for the Hawks. Bonillas and Ramos deep to receive. Vargas, who kicked the 22-yard field goal moments ago, will do the punting chores. Good snap back to him. Gets the punt off. High one, but not very long. Get away from it. It bounces at the 30-yard line. Hits at the 27, 28, and that's where the Hawks are going to down it at the 28-yard line. The Tigers will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 28. With 5 minutes to go in this first half of play.
What, a 22-yard punt?
Yeah, that just went up.
It went straight up.
Straight up. Didn't go anywhere than that.
He's hoping the wind pick that up. Okay, we've got one more. We've got time for one more score. 5 minutes on the dot.
Tigers will get the ball first in the second half, too, remember, so keep an eye on that.
Yeah, still got Quintero. Everything stays the same. We got Jacob Gray up to the left now. First time move.
Leo back from walking the dog.
Hey, Lee.
So it's time to get the Tigers unleashed. And jumping offside to the Hawks. Good call, Lee. Unleash the Tigers and get an offside call against the Hawks, and it'll be a 1st down and 5 from the 33.
Are we watching the replay? Is he ahead of us?
Yeah, that's funny. So 1st and 5 from the 33. Thanks for tuning in again, Lee. Lee and Amy back there in Ohio. Hand off at the middle of Quintero. Quintero. Tell you what, he bumped up the line very hard. He gets hit at the 40, the 35-yard line. Will twist his way out to about the 36 and a gain of 3. 2nd down and 2.
Testing out that shoulder. He sure runs hard to get
He runs hard, though. He really does.
No, the defense stopped. They thought they had him down already. Well, he pops out of that group.
5'7", 175, and he rushes the line hard. Going to get the call again around the near side. He'll get the first down to the 40, 45, straight arms, and then run out of bounds. And they're going to say he went out of bounds at about, let's see, they haven't marked it yet. The one ref showing the 47, mark it out to the 48. So a gain of 12 and a 1st down for the Tigers. So 1st and 10, Tigers from their own 48. This drive started their own 28, and timeout called by Heber Ridge. 4:24 to go in the first half of play, and it's Heber Ridge 24 and Imperial 8.
Aiton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snack, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save a buck with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Aiton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and Aiton Road in Imperial. For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
1st and 10, Tigers will resume play from their own 48-yard line, trailing the Hawks 24-8. But this drive that started their own 28 has moved 20 yards, that is, in 2 plays. Actually, with the penalty also involved as well, but 15 of it by Quintero. He runs hard up the line. He really does. And he has good vision, too. He moved to the outside of the last one. Head up again to Quintero.
Oh, nice.
Just spin away from one, spin away from the second. Get back to line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on that for extra 3 efforts for Daniel Quintero.
He ran maybe 10 yards to get one. Two good spins. Oh, this dude. I love this kid. Jesus Padilla coming in for Quintero. Quintero has to get taken out. He wanted a break.
Those two combined for almost 200 yards last week. Padilla gets the call up the middle. Padilla will get across the 50-yard line. He'll drive himself to the Gila Ridge 47 before being stacked up. So give him a gain of 4. And Tigers will have a determination now, 4th down and 5. Or third, don't make it 3rd down, I'm sorry, 3rd down and 5. Put a 3 when I should have put a 2, so it's 3rd down and 5 from the Gila Ridge. About 47-yard line. Back to pass is Reed. Reed pump fakes, now going to throw. Oh, in and out of the hands, and he had the receiver wide open. Brenton Adams right at the 1st down marker. It'll go incomplete, and the Tigers will have to punt. A drive that started out so well and will sputter to a stop at the Gila Ridge 47-yard line.
He's got to clean that up. It seems like every game he's dropped one like that.
Reed has yet to complete a pass 0 for 3 in the ballgame.
That one was not on him, though.
Not on him, no. Brenton should have got that one. He was right at the 1st down. It would have been a 1st down. He was wide open. It's a good play call.
He's going to run. He's going to run.
Joey Ramos thinks about running, decides to punt it. It'll, like Australian rules football, and it'll bounce and roll. Take a good Tiger bounce inside the 15-yard line, right at the 15. And that's where the Tigers will go back on defense with 3:04 to go in this second quarter of play. You're listening to the action on KXORadio.com.
They let Joaquin go in on that. Punt team.
Move the ball a little bit and then drop pass.
Cibola 14-0 over Southwest.
Okay, I'll kind of give us an idea.
Holtville 27. Desert Mirage 6.
Okay, Desert Mirage of Thermal, the south side of Thermal. Or actually west of the main part of Thermal.
Yeah, brand new school,
right.
Beautiful school. I remember when David was coaching at Calexico.
Hand it out to Duarte. Duarte takes tackle after tackle after tackle, still on his feet to the 20-yard line. He ran about 20 yards to get 5. It'll be a 2nd down and 5 from the 20.
We got him. Ethan Ramos. He's got to be tired after that run.
Yeah, Tiger defense, I think.
Looks like he was falling over the whole time.
Right.
Spun twice. Got spun around twice.
52 yards on 12 carries for Duarte in the ball game. 2:30 remaining in the first half. Hawks leading at 24-8. 2 wide receivers to each side of the field. Duarte stays in the lineup in the pistol behind Cota. Gets the snap. Back to pass. Looks over to the far side. Has a receiver incomplete. Good defensive pressure back there.
Ooh, number 27.
That's it.
Steven Shaw.
There you go. Could you tell people how you may know Steven?
Well, I married his grandmother.
That's why it's difficult for you not to look at it sometimes in this one. Delorme was a receiver. But yeah, he came right with it. There's great coverage. Great coverage. It falls incomplete. 3rd down and 5 from the 20. 2:16 to go in this first half. Tigers will get the ball in the second half.
I used to kid him, and when he was at third base one time, I said, son, now we need 2 triples to score you.
Here you go. Back to pass.
Nice.
And overthrows the intended receiver, Jonathan Noriega, at the 35-yard line. And a 4th down and 5 coming up from their own 20. Heber Ridge will at the punt. Good defense behind the Tigers.
Good defense. But what I was going to say, I started to say during the play, he threw the ball before they broke. That's why I said, oh, good throw.
Yep.
I'm timing.
I'm kind of surprised, though, that with a couple of minutes left in the half, that they're passing the ball. They're giving the Tigers time to be able to score before the half. I would have been tempted to run some of the clock out and maybe try to get a 1st down.
We got to cash this in.
Exactly. High snap to Vargas. He's going to come and bring it down. He punts. It's going to angle out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. The Tigers will have a ball. Good field position. Right at midfield. 1st and 10 with 2:05 to go in this first half and trailing by just 16.
Okay, everything stays the same. Quintero's going back out. Same front line. Got Jacob Gray, Ramos, Quintero, Jordan Reed. I wonder if we're going to change this up in the second half like they have been.
You know, Joaquin Alvarado, the second half of the Cibola game, came in and did real well. He was warming up on the sideline moments ago, so we may see him in the second half. Not sure. Right now, It's a 1st and 10 Tigers from midfield, right at the 50-yard line. Handed out to Quintero up the middle. Quintero's hit behind the line of scrimmage. And that was just an accidental hit, I think, by the Hawks' Wyatt Robinson, that it brings him down to a loss of 1, 2nd down and 11.
That Kai Bishop got pushed back by wherever he's covering. Drove him right back into the running back. Quintero.
Quintero, 69 yards on 13 carries. Gets the call again up the middle.
Nice.
Bounces out to the outside, tries to bounce to the outside. Is driven back and then drives himself back to the line of scrimmage. That potentially could have been a 4-yard loss, but he gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Be a 3rd down and 11 from the Tiger 49.
5 defenders right there.
He's quick and strong. Oh, he's not very big, but he is quick and strong. I like the looks of him.
He's like Watson. You're not going to arm tackle him.
No. Got a good straight arm.
Well, we got to do something, boys.
1 minute to go in the half. Back to pass is Reed. Reed's going to roll out to his right. 6'5" frame, looks downfield as receiver going to complete it. Hit knocked down immediately at the 37-yard line. Travis Gray?
Yep.
Jacob Gray, will get the catch. Man, he is hit hard as soon as he held on to it at the 38-yard line.
He made it to the sideline.
That's a gain of 13 yards on that play, and that's the first completion by Reed, and it's a bullet that's thrown downfield. A great catch by Gray. And it out to Quintero up the middle. Quintero's going to be sacked up, nowhere to go, and no gain on the play. That may have lost a yard, and the Tigers will have to call timeout with 43 seconds to go in this first half of play. It's Cedar Ridge 24 and Imperial 8.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it, deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
43 seconds to go in this first half. Cedar Ridge 24, Imperial 8, but the Tigers with a 1st and 10 at the Hawk 38-yard line. Be nice to get a score right here, and then we get the ball in the second half.
Make it a game.
Make it a ball game, you betcha.
So we got the bowling ball back in there. Jesus Padilla. Good for Quintero. I got sound without these. Okay.
Get a quarterback, 6'5", very rangy, has a great arm. Just needs to get the control of it tonight. Has had a couple of drops. Reed taking control. Goes back to pass. Sets up in the pocket. Has some time. Going to throw over the middle. Has receiver Joey Ramos. Going to catch it, and it's going to be a targeting call against Cedar Ridge at the 15-yard line. Joey gets up. It's going to be a 23-yard reception. His first reception tonight. He's 2 away from tying the school record.
I can't believe we could see another record, Dinky.
It's been something, hasn't it? Yeah. The last few years, the records we've been able to see.
One record after another.
Yeah.
We are so lucky.
Yeah, we have. We've been very fortunate.
You know what? This is the first time they call that. Second time he's done that.
Yeah. And that was one that, sometimes a guy's going down for the tackle before a player goes down, but it wasn't in this case. You saw the player going down. He could have held up.
Yeah.
But he was going for the tackle, and there's no need for it because Joey was going down. Thankfully, Joey got up immediately. But the blow to the head will be added on the personal foul. So we'll see where they're going to mark this off. Should be half the distance to the goal. Put it inside the 10-yard line. Put it at the 8. So it's a 1st and goal Tigers from the 8-yard line.
Yeah, like Harris telling him, we did it over here, now he's doing it again. Something, I don't know what they're pointing at. The Harris out on the field right now with the refs.
Talking it over with them. So 2 completions in a row by Jordan Reed. 36 yards now, 2 of 5 and a half. The defense stays in. 37 seconds to go in the first half, and the clock is running. 1st and goal Tigers from the Cedar Ridge 8. Reed, back to pass, sets up in the pocket, looks over the middle, has a receiver. Jay Ramos, touchdown Tigers.
One more.
Ramos will get the touchdown, and that will make it 24-6 to 14, and now he's 1 away from tying the record, and he's now the receiving touchdown record holder, Dejon Staten, and he was tied with 21. He now has 22.
Yeah.
And the Tigers will come out, they'll go for 2 or set up to possibly go for 2. Great catch by Joey Ramos and a nice pass by Jordan Reed.
He waited and waited for him to clear the defender, and he hit him right on the cut.
So Joey now is the all-time leading touchdown receiver in Imperial High School history. Coming in to attempt the extra point for the Tigers is Edgar Robles. Bogey gets on the hold. And Shelby flag goes, that's going to be an offsides now.
So we go for 2.
When you get that close, you go for 2. Exactly.
Where's Q at? Where's Q?
Got to think about it.
Oh, they're staying with that.
So Robles will get a yard and a half closer for this extra point. He's 4 of 5 on the season. Bonillas on the hold. Snap. And they're going to go for it. Bonillas is going to pitch it out to Robles, and man, he gets drilled hard. And it will fall incomplete on the pass. So with 25 seconds to go in this first half of play, it's now the Hawks 24 and the Tigers 14.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu.
On that drive for the Tigers, 5 plays, 50 yards, and they use a minute and a half off the clock to be able to do it. And it's capped by the 8-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Joey Ramos. For Reed, that is his 4th touchdown pass of the season. For Ramos, it is his 3rd touchdown reception of the season, and gives him the all-time Tiger record for touchdown receptions in a career with 22. Dejon Staten had the previous record of 21. Kickoff is going to be a high one, way high in the air. It's going to
Offside.
and offside by the Tigers.
Right up the middle, somebody. I think it was Ethan.
Isaiah Velasquez on the kickoff. You see the kickoff go that high and a long way.
That was a good kick right there. Centro 34, Gila 21. 2 minutes to go. That's the last update we got. Vincent 26, Calexico 16 in the second.
Let's see if we're going to kick it deep this time. Or what? As the Tigers move back 5 yards. Oh, try an offside. It's going to go way out of bounds. In fact, the cheerleaders had to move out of the way. Do you know that we had a cheerleader that was one of our cheerleaders last year that is playing for the USC band, is playing in the USC band?
Really?
Yep, she was in the band last week. Lauren Geek.
Oh, wow.
Who is salutatorian, I think, at Imperial this past spring.
G-I-E-C-K.
Exactly. Son of Tom and or daughter of Tom and Mona, and yeah, she's playing in the USC band, the Trojan
That
band.
is awesome.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yep. Proud father Tom had to show me video of it so I could attest to it. I saw her there. Yeah, that's really cool.
No, I got to get mentioned last week in Holtville that the lady that was keeping the score or whatever she was doing for the Holtville Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
She was in there. They're going after Ken Kicker. I'm sorry, I just lost the last name. It was a young lady.
Yeah. Right. Britschke is her last name. Yeah.
The Walter Brisky was her grandfather. I used to do work for him.
Annie? Is it Annie Britschke? I'll have to look it up and see.
Annie Brisky.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, take it.
I don't know if we didn't
we didn't get to see her make an attempt last week.
Her grandfather used to have the Buffalo Ranch there in Holtville.
Boy, this kicking the ball out of bounds puts the ball to 45 of the Tigers.
Yeah.
That hurts. Back to pass code. He's going to go deep. As a receiver in Randall, and he's going to catch it at the 5-yard line. Joey Ramos seemed to jump up a little too soon, and Randall's going to catch it at the 5, and it's first and goal for the Hawks with 18 seconds to go on the clock.
Where did we do that?
I would have kicked the ball as far as we could have kicked the ball.
This is exactly what happened in Valley Center a couple of years ago.
That's going to be a 40-yarder, and the Tigers will call timeout. 18 seconds to go in this first half of play, and it's Cedar Ridge 24, Imperial 14.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again, voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football teams with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
Coach will set up in the pistol from the 5-yard line. Duarte behind him. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets to run up the middle here or around somewhere. No, back to pass is Coda. Get a pass over the far side, incomplete. Man, he got drilled. He got hit hard. Tanner Travis blasted in there, and he had to throw the ball a little soon. It came up way up short. Incomplete, and he's still down on the floor. Stops the clock with 13 seconds to go.
The pass was there. He just threw it to the inside shoulder of Duarte. Duarte turned to the outside. Good job of getting rid of that, though.
So, second and goal from the 5. He had to have seen Tanner Crumbett coming in. There's nowhere to go. And so he got rid of it as quick as he could, but it was too soon. And Coach is coming back, kind of carrying his left shoulder and arm.
Yeah, he didn't look good going down.
Yeah. So we'll kind of keep an eye on that at quarterback.
He got up, though.
Yeah, got up. He's a gamer. Stay in the pistol with Duarte behind him. 3 wide receivers left side. Back to pass Coda. Going to be a flare into the corner of the end zone for Randall. Incomplete. Goes out of bounds with 9 seconds on the clock. It'll be a 3rd down and goal from the 5.
Right at the big boy.
Through 38 passes 2 weeks ago in their opener against Brawley, 26 so far in this first half thrown by Caleb Cota. 15 of 26 in the game for 166 yards and 1 touchdown. 3rd and goal from the 5. 9.6 seconds in the first half. Handed out to Duarte up the middle. Gets stood at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get nothing. No gain at all. Great job by the Tigers. And quick timeout called by Cedar Ridge. And with 4.2 seconds remaining in the first half of play, it's now Cedar Ridge 24, Imperial 14 with a 4th down coming up.
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
They're excited at Dermot's Floor Covering, and now they're offering discounts up to 30% off select styles of products. Kids, life, or pets, Dermot's Floor Covering has you covered with a water and stain-proof product, ready for anything life throws at you. From now until September 30th, Shop Floor will make a donation to St. Jude's Children's Hospital for every lifeguard carpet sold. Visit Dermot's Floor Covering today in Imperial to see their Shop Floor Gallery. And now, no interest, 30 months financing on approved credit.
Okay, comes out a 4th down and goal from the 5.
Okay, let's make a statement right
there. LaGuerra and
Shaw,
line coach, defensive line Raymond Cole, out to talk to the players, and it looks like they're going to go for another field goal as Vargas sets up another 22-yard attempt by Vargas. Ball is down, and the kick is up. This time it gets up in the air, and it is good. So with no time left, that's the first half of play. The Tigers hold to a field goal. That part of it is good, but at halftime, it's the Gila Ridge Hawks 27, the Imperial Tigers 14. We'll recap the scoring and take a look at the stats as we continue in just a moment.
Peyton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save a buck with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Peyton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and Ayton Road in Imperial. For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers! When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it, deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday.
Halftime score here in Imperial, it's the Gila Ridge Hawks of Yuma 27, the Imperial Tigers 14. And really, when you think about it, the mistakes that Imperial made early in the game, we only down 2 touchdowns at the half.
We're very lucky.
Yeah, we've been very lucky.
Very lucky.
And have come up with some big defensive plays to stop the Hawks. They opened up the scoring at the 6:49 mark of the first quarter on a 9-play, 75-yard drive, capped by the 28-yard touchdown pass from Caleb Cota to David Randall. For Cota, that was his 4th touchdown of the season. For Randall, his 3rd touchdown reception of the season. And the extra point by Pablo Vargas was good in a 5-minute and 11-second drive. And it was 7-0 in favor of Gila Ridge. They would increase it to 14-0 after recovering a fumble on the kickoff. And had the ball at the Tiger 28-yard line. It would take them 5 plays to get the 28 yards and 1:01 to do it. It was capped by the 5-yard touchdown run by Renan Duarte. And that was a 5-yard run. Extra point by Vargas. And it was 14-0 with 5:34 to go in the first quarter. They weren't finished scoring, though, as the Tigers were not able to move the football. Went 3 and out, and then a fumble on the 3rd play from scrimmage by Jordan Reed was recovered. And that was deep in Tiger territory. And let's see, with 3:52 to go in the first quarter, a 2-yard run by Cota from the quarterback spot. Tigers gave up the ball at the 8-yard line, by the way, so it was just an 8-yard drive. So with 3:52 to go in the first quarter, Tigers were down 21-0. But they would come back and have a 6-play, 60-yard drive using 1:37 off the clock, and capped by the 2-yard run by Manuel Quintero. 2-point conversion was good by Ryan Bonillas, and it was a 21-8 ball game. Then the 15-play, longest drive in plays I've seen in quite a while. 15 plays, but 51 yards is all they got on that in 4 minutes and 49 seconds. The Hawks would settle for a 22-yard field goal by Pablo Vargas, and with 9:19 to go in the first half, it was 24-8 in favor of the Hawks. But the Tigers would come back, and with 25 seconds left in the half, they would cut the lead to 24-14 in a 5-play, 50-yard drive. And there were some big plays by the Tigers on that one. Would get down to a touchdown pass of 8 yards to Joey Ramos. 2-point conversion was no good, and it was 24-14. With that catch for Joey Ramos, that gives him 3 touchdown receptions on the year, and he was tied with Dejan Staten as the all-time leading receiver for touchdowns in a career at Imperial. That gave him the record now at 22, so congratulations to Joey on that.
Yes.
And
good job.
That made it 24-14, and then not sure why we had a short kickoff. But the Hawks had the ball at the 50-yard line with 25 seconds to go on the clock. Or with 25 seconds to go on the clock, they threw a 40-yard bomb that was completed to the 5-yard line to David Randall. But the Tiger defense stood up big from that point on, and a second 22-yard field goal by Pablo Vargas would give us the halftime score of 27-14 in favor of the Hawks. And we'll look at the individual stats as our halftime show continues in just a moment.
I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down.
Why is that?
That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair.
I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder.
Then check out these and other IVC career education classes at imperial.edu. Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football teams with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
Halftime score here in Imperial, the Gila Ridge Hawks of Yuma 27 and Imperial Tigers 14 here at the half. And individual stats unofficially for both schools. Gila Ridge quarterback Caleb Cota would throw 15 times, would complete 15 passes in 26 attempts for 166 yards in this first half. And he sprayed it around David Randall with, 6 catches. One of them for a 28-yard touchdown. Then also Jaden DeLorme, 4 catches in the first half. So that would be their 2 top receivers. And coming into the game, that's pretty much what we expected. We have stopped them defensively running. Now, Duarte, 12 carries for 52 yards. I'll make it 13 carries for 52 yards. We stopped him with no yardage on the last one, so did a pretty good job of keeping him in there. Caleb Cota, 2 carries for 2 yards, and Jaden DeLorme, 1 carry for 1 yard. Well, the Tigers didn't get the passing game going early in the game. 3 straight incompletions by Jordan Reed. Then he completed the next 3 on one of the scoring drives for a total of, 44 yards and a touchdown. So it completed 3 of 6 passes in the first half with 44 yards and a TD. Rando Quintero, 14 carries, 69 yards in the first half for Imperial as he continues to amaze me. His size to run so hard and so quick.
He does. He runs so hard.
Jordan Reed was stopped for no yardage on 1 carry, and Jesus Padilla 1 carry for 4 yards. The Tigers, when you look at it that way, not a whole lot of yardage. Just about 115 yards of total offense. Still only 2 touchdowns down as the defense has stepped up when they needed to on several occasions in this half.
Now, what do you think? Do we still continue the QB or do we stay with him?
I'd stay with him.
I would stay with him. The momentum started going our way. Why would you stop that?
Right. And it would give him confidence knowing that he's still the quarterback.
Yeah. It's just, I hope that doesn't find us at the end of the game, that little short cake, instead of taking it downfield, make him earn the grass. They've got to earn the yardage.
As I mentioned at the top of the show, Brady Hoff, offensive coordinator for the Tigers, not with us tonight as his grandmother passed away, and he's up for the funeral tomorrow. Sure, our condolences go out to Brady and his family up in North Dakota. 92 years old.
Good life.
Yep, had a good life. So took a nap on Tuesday afternoon and never woke up. Nice and quiet, peaceful, and no suffering.
That's how I want it.
That's the way I want to have it too, exactly.
Right after it got your window.
Brady had told me earlier in the week that it's been a good practice week, that they threw a lot of different motion and looks at the kids, and they did a good job of picking them up. And so that we've seen in this first half. But the mistakes, we have 2 fumbles that set up 2 touchdowns early in the game, and that's really the difference in the game when you look at it now.
Same thing, Sabola. Same thing, we shot ourselves in the foot.
Yep, exactly. And you can't do that, especially with a team that's this good of a team. However, this is a beatable team that Gila Ridge has. And so hoping the Tigers in the second half can get that deficit down from the 2 touchdowns, 27 to 14 here at the half, and the Tigers will get the second half kickoff as the Pride of Imperial does some of their performance on the field and now heading off the field. Say probably another 150-person band, I would say, something like that. I'm very proud of what the Tiger band has been in the last few years. And if you ever get a chance, if you're in the San Diego area and you find out when the Pride of Imperial is during performances, go and see them. They go against schools from all over Southern California, and they do very, very well on them. So it's kind of neat to see.
Yes.
Halftime score is 27 to 14. We'll take a look at some updated scores from throughout the area as our halftime show continues in just a moment.
Start your day off right with your favorite treat from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Dayton Road in Imperial.
They're excited at German Floor Covering, and now they're offering discounts up to 30% off select styles of products. Kids, life, or pets, German Floor Covering has you covered with a water and stain-proof product, ready for anything life throws at you. From now until September 30th, Shop Floor will make a donation to St. Jude's Children's Hospital for every lifeguard carpet sold. Visit German Floor Covering today in Imperial to see their Shop Floor gallery. And now, no interest, 30 months financing on approved credit. Peyton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snacks, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, kegs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save a buck with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10th car wash free. Yes, Peyton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and 8th Road in Imperial.
Halftime score in Imperial is the Gila Ridge Hawks of Yuma 27 and the Imperial Tigers 14. George, you have some defensive stats for us first?
Oh, sure do. You know, not just looking at them, and our linebackers are doing most of this stuff. We had Ryan Bonilla ended up with 4, but it's always going to be Ethan Ramos up the middle. I got him with 5. Omar Garibaldi also. He's got 4. I'm sorry, Tanner Travis 4. Damon Mesa with 4. And of course, Ryan, I just mentioned, Bonillas with 4 tackles. Andrew Luna ended up with 3, as did James Folks. I like the way he plays. I like the way he looks. He looks like a ball player up there. I love him on the line. And then I have, I'm sorry, he went out. Ponce. Had him with 2 tackles before he went out. Brendan Adams with 1. And Sebastian Mendoza had him with 1 tackle. Nick Escalante went head-to-head with Duarte, was able to take him down. Probably the only one that can match up with him. And that'll be about it. But what I like that the linebackers and the linemen are making most of the stops for the Tigers.
And Duarte, we've mentioned throughout this first half, 5'6" and 220, and he's very strong legs. He's had a few good carries, but 52 yards on 13 carries. Lee Elder pointed out the bowling ball sounds like the old Colts, Eagles, Dolphins runner Norm Boulash, and I said, true. I said, texted back, I said, or Don Nottingham, and he said, great call. And I think he was called the bowling ball back then. Very, very low center of gravity, but very strong legs. So good call on that, Norm Boulash. Hadn't seen that name in quite a long time, so thanks for pointing that out, Lee. Is that got a smart data scores for us, sir?
Let me get back there.
Okay.
I have Holtville in the third quarter over Desert Mirage, 41-6. Centro final over the Valle of El Paso, New Mexico, 34-21. Vincent over Calexico now in the halftime, 26-16. And then we are here 27-14. And I believe that is it. Mm-hmm.
So congratulations, Central, to beat Del Valle of El Paso.
El Paso.
34-21.
That's in New Mexico. It's
3-0 on the season now. 3 impressive victories.
They're putting up some numbers. They are putting up some points. That's awesome.
Yeah. We will see them a little bit later on in the season. Next week, we will be in North San Diego County for Valley Center and the Jaguars. We played some really tough games with them.
I thought we were here for 2.
Well, shows Monta Vista on the 20th and the 13th Valley Center. If it changes, let me know.
Oh, maybe I looked at that. So I thought we had 2 home, and then we traveled again.
Okay. Well, if you'll check that out, we'll be, wherever it's at, we will be with you next Friday night on KXORadio.com.
Right here.
Take a look at it, see. At Valley Center. At Valley Center.
You're right.
Yeah. So we'll be at Valley Center in North San Diego County. It's northeast of Escondido. Beautiful area.
Beautiful.
Wow.
I was coming to my work.
And some of the prettiest scenery in San Diego County is up in Valley Center area. And while we played many very close games with them, and some I thought we could have or should have won, we have never beaten Valley Center. So hopefully that will change next week. Valley Center's been playing some good ball again this year, as they do every year at the Rocky Hills.
How many championships do they have?
Like 5 San Diego.
And they're
They'll play anybody. That's the thing. They're in Division III, but they'll play Division I schools.
Yeah.
No problem. They'll play open division. No problem. They'll take on all comers. So they're always a tough program. And we've had some close games with the last few years. We'll be up there next week, and then we'll be back home against Monta Vista. And that's the first game we've ever played against Monta Vista High School in the varsity level. That'll be on September 20th. And then we'll have the bye week. That'll be the 1 week we will not be with you on the 27th of September. And then league starts October 4th at Brawley at Warrenfield against the Wildcats. And then we will be back at home on October 11th against the Calexico Bulldogs to come early and see John Tyree, head coach of Calexico. And then on the 18th, we will be at Central against the Spartans. Then October 25th, at home against the Southwest Eagles in the Johnny Romero helmet game. And then we will be at home. We won't have to take the drive to Palo Verde. We love going to, I love visiting with the people in Palo Verde. They always treat us really nice. They just don't like the drive all the time. Yeah.
Dangerous drive.
Yeah.
That Ogilvie Road turn right there.
Yeah, it's just so like that. So we'll have the Yellow Jackets come into town November 1st, and that will complete the regular season. Tigers and the Hawks back out on the field. The Tigers in all red home uniforms with red helmets as well. The interlocking IT on one side and an American flag this year, and their number on the right side of the helmet. And the Hawks with GR on the side of their helmets in all white and Carolina blue, as in North Carolina Tar Heel blue. And a little bit darker blue on their numbers. Thankfully.
Yes. It makes it
Bonita Vista a few years ago, if you could have seen they look like Gila Rich 9 all white uniforms, but they had gray numbers, and there was no contrast. Remember, you could not see.
Not at all.
At all. And it made it really, really difficult to see their numbers. And then when we had to play them again in the playoffs up at Southwestern College, and I thought, well, it'll be better now. No, they wore dark blue uniforms, and they had a little bit darker numbers. It was hard to see up there with that, too. So now we got a good contrast on both teams, so it makes it a little easier for us. Getting ready for the second half kickoff. Tigers will be receiving. They'll defend the North Goal. And you're listening to all the action. Actually, the Tigers will be defending the South Goal as they move now over to the south side. And the flag's still coming out of the southwest. A little bit more out of the west, so that's encouraging.
Good.
You know when the west breezes come that we're going to be able to...
Oh, it's still warm.
And it's still warm. We opened up one of the windows.
Someone closed the window.
Quickly closed it. No, that was good enough. We tested the waters out, as it were, but we'll keep those closed for now.
It's a tough one. That was a tough one today.
And one game last night I want to mention, too, is Brawley with a big 43-7 victory over Indio. And that was the one game that has gone into the books already tonight, so I want to make sure to mention them and their victory last night. They're now 1-1 on the season. They lost to Gila Ridge earlier this year, 28-19.
We had my other grandson, Seth Shaw, is on the freshman team.
Mm-hmm.
Heck of a game. The freshman team looked so good. They ended up with a 30-6 victory in Gila Ridge.
Oh, good
Beautiful,
deal.
beautiful stadium.
Oh, yeah. We went last year, the first time we had seen it. And grandstands go up forever. They seem to be about 50 rows or more up.
That's what I told Trish. We were so far away from the game up there, but it's a gorgeous stadium.
Oh, yeah, beautiful stadium. Look like they're offsides on that.
How come we didn't call that?
There was no call. Tigers get the ball at the 25-yard line, out to the 30 to the 35, going to be brought down to the 37-yard line, and that's where Imperial will have the ball 1st and 10, and they'll be at their own 37-yard line. Jordan Reed will stay in at quarterback for the Tigers. Daniel Quintero will stay into the backfield, also on offense for the Tigers. We see Andrew Luna is in on offense. Brenton Adams will be at one wide out. Joey Ramos at one wide out. Joey needs one more catch to tie Raymond Beeman's all-time receptions record for the Tigers. He set the record for touchdowns earlier tonight in the first half. Reed, a quarterback, hands off Quintero at the middle. Fakes it, actually going to throw over the middle to Brenton Adams, and Brenton's going to catch the ball at the 50-yard line, brought down at the Gila Ridge 45, and a first down for the Tigers. Good play-action fake to Daniel Quintero.
Oh, he faked me out. I was watching Quintero.
It was too. So good job of play-action fake. Little post pattern to Brenton Adams, 1st and 10 Tigers at the Gila Ridge 45-yard line.
Beautiful pass by Reed. He put it right on the numbers. Get the hands out of the way. Catch for this.
17-yard gain on that one.
Good run after the catch.
4 completions in a row for the 6'5" quarterback for the Tigers. Man in motion is Ryan Bonillas. Handed off Quintero at the middle. Quintero will waltz his way and get some yardage. He holds on to the ball, too. Let me tell you, because there were a lot of guys trying to pull the ball away. He'll get a 5-yard gain to the 40. 2nd down and 5.
Alfonso Brown almost took it away from him.
74 yards on 15 carries for Quintero.
All right.
2nd down and 5 from the Gila Ridge 40. The Tigers mix things up here in the second half. Back to pass is Jordan Reed. Looks over the middle. Going to complete is Joey Ramos. Going to catch the 35-yard line to the 30. Going to be brought down near the 26-yard line. 14-yard gain and a first down for the Tigers.
Pretty little spin there to the outside. Went around one receiver. Stopped. Receiver went by it, and he took off again.
Ramos now his 3rd catch of the night. He has now tied the record for all-time receptions for any Imperial High School receiver.
Wow.
1st and 10.
Congratulations.
Handed off to Quintero. Quintero going to get inside the 25-yard line. He'll be brought down about the 24. Give him a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. $76 for yards for Quintero, who now comes out, and Padilla comes into the lineup, brings in the play to Reed, goes to his right side as Reed is in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the right side for the Tigers, 2 to the left. Man in motion is Luna. Back to pass. Going to complete it over the middle to Ryan Bonillas, and Bonillas is going to get nowhere. He's actually going to be a little pass out into the flat, and it's going to be caught at the 25 and dropped there, so it'll be a loss of a yard. 3rd down and 9 coming up.
No, that wasn't pretty at all. I wonder if he came in too, he was too tight.
When Luna fell down, he slipped when he tried to make his in motion and slipped and fell down. Right. So 3rd down and 9 for the 25 for the Tigers. Padilla stays in the lineup in the backfield. Takes the handoff. Reed's going to throw it. Going to complete to Brenton Adams at the 12-yard line. Brought down immediately at that point. He'll make it to the 11 and another first down for the Tigers.
First down for the Tigers. Same exact thing that they picked us out.
Gain of 14 on this one to Brenton. 1st and 10, Tigers at the Gila Ridge 11.
Yes, they will. Let me just mention something. They scored.
And off Padilla. Padilla gets tripped up behind the line of scrimmage. Good job defensively. Stepping in is Wyatt Robinson to trip him up behind the line of scrimmage. He'll dive to the 9, so it'll be a gain of a couple. Second down and 8 coming up. Boy, if he doesn't trip them up, though, there was a gap here. There really was. Take the handoff. Going to throw it out of the flat. Because it's incomplete. It's in for Andre Luna to Luna. And it falls incomplete. And it'll be a third down and 8 from the 9. That stops 7 in a row by Jordan Reed. Incompletions.
One of the staff was working on Quintero's calf, and I think he's cramping up already.
Oh, I can understand that with this kind of weather for sure. Reed. Hand off to Padilla. Padilla puts his head down, drives, gets down inside the 5 or right at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3, but it'll be a fourth down and goal from the 5. Or, no, fourth down and 3, I should say, from the 5. Eight yards on 2 carries for Padilla, but the Tigers with a fourth down and a long 3 from the 5. Big fourth down for the Tigers. Reed going to take the handoff. Pump fake. They go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
All by himself.
Catching the ball is Luna. And Andrew Luna will get the touchdown reception. His first of the year. And the Tigers have cut the Hawks lead to 27-20.
Yeah, that was a breakdown in this defensive backfield for the Hawks. Yeah, Ramos out there and Luna up and with one guy defending both of them, so something broke down. He hit him.
Great drive to open the second half by the Tigers. Good play calling. Good idea out there.
Let's see, we're putting some points up.
Edgar Robles in for the extra point. Ryan Bonias on the hold. Ball is down, the kick is up, and it is good. With 7:59 to go in the third quarter of play, it's now the Hawks 27 and the Tigers 21.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
So the Tigers, on that extra point by Robles, have now cut the lead. Gila Ridge 27, Imperial 21. This kickoff is going to go through the end zone, and it will be a touchback for Misael Velasquez, who now has 4 touchbacks in 4 attempts this year.
Did we find out why he was in the Holtville?
What?
Did we find out why he didn't play in Holtville last week? So he's going to have to put his kid out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the touchback.
Oh, my neighbor Tony Piceno and Virginia. Oh, it's Piceno. They just got married 2 weeks ago. Congratulations to you guys. We just got to know this the other day. Cute little card. Congratulations, you guys. Oh, that's a
mistake out there by Cota. A broken play. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it will be a second down and 9 from the 19. Second 11, I should say, from the 19.
Yeah, I was about to say, both runners went to the right and the quarterback turned down.
Scoring drive for the Tigers was 10 plays, 57 yards. It took them 4 minutes and 1 second to get back to within a touchdown. Back to pass is Cota. Going to pass over the far side of the flat. Going to complete it, driven down immediately on the play. And that could be Randall that caught that. It's hard to tell the 8 and 9 look alike, but it's going to be Jonathan Noriega with the catch on that one. And it will put the ball out to the 24-yard line, so a gain of 5 and a third down and 6 coming up. Good defense by Stephen Shaw on that.
Oh, there goes.
Back to pass Cota. Looks over the middle, has a receiver in Delarm, and he's going to catch it and holds on to it. Gets hit hard by Silva, but he holds on to it at the 35-yard line. It'll be 11-yard gain and a first down for Gila Ridge. Silva got there just a fraction too late.
Yeah. Hit him hard, though.
Yeah, you did. He made him. They didn't know that he was out there, that's for sure. Get a ridge back up to the line. Send Randall and Torres to the left side, Alarm to the right. Actually, the arm goes into the slot left. Cota. Pitch out to the right side to Moreno. Moreno's going to make sweep, and a couple of moves will get him out to near the 40-yard line.
Good job, Maurice. But yeah, went all the way across the field to stop from behind.
Right at the...
5?
Yep, about 5 out to the 40, second down and 5. 5-yard gain by Moreno. Delarm goes in motion. They hand off to Delarm on the sweep on the right side. And Delarm's going to be tackled after a 3-yard gain out to about the 43-yard line. And it'll be a third down and a couple from the 43.
James Folks with the tackle for the Tigers. And Brandon Silva.
Third down and 2 from the 43. Big play for this Tiger defense. They've stepped up a bunch of times in the first half. Back to pass Cota. That's over the far side. Has a receiver who dives for a catch. Wow, what a great catch. He does make it.
Okay.
Randall makes the catch over on the far side, who dives away from where his momentum was going. But he holds on to it at the 48-yard line, a gain of 5 and another first down.
Yeah, and then he laid out. Good, strong legs. And Damon Messick was right on it, too. That was good athletic catch.
It really was, and to hold on to it like that, yeah. Coach will stay in the pistol. Back to pass. Sets up. Going to throw deep. Has a receiver. Almost makes the one-handed catch. Jonathan Noriega at the 20-yard line. Ball is incomplete. Good defensive pressure back there, though.
Yeah, both them. Brian Bonillas and Joey Ramos. I don't know if he needed to try to do it one-handed, though.
No, I think he could have got both on.
Yeah. Trying to watch the highlight reels.
Exactly. ESPN plays. I was watching the top 10 plays of high school football this week on Max Press. I'll tell you about a couple of them in a minute. Cannot's going to go up the middle to Duarte. Duarte finds it all plugged up. We'll go out to the right side. We'll get a little bit of yardage. Penalty flag goes down on the far side in front of the Gila Ridge sidelines. Duarte's carry will get him on the Tiger territory to about the 47-yard line.
Oh, face mask.
It's going to be a face mask against the Tigers. That will add to it. 5-yard gain on that one by Duarte, his first carry of the second half. And the penalty by the Tigers will move the ball down to the 42-yard line of Imperial. First and 10 for the Hawks. 57 yards on 14 carries for Duarte.
And Duarte came back in. He had gone to the sideline. He came back.
And Duarte stays into the lineup. 2 wide receivers each side of the field. As we mentioned earlier, they are tall. All the receivers are tall. And in motion. And hands off to him from around the left side. Tries to turn the corner, does so. Going to be driven out of bounds around the 35-yard line is Jonathan Noriega. See where they're going to mark his forward progress of going out of bounds. And it'll be at the 33-yard line, so a gain of 9. Second down and 1.
He went right by Maurice Padilla, and Maurice never seen him. I think Brian Bonillas ended up pushing him out of bounds. Second and 1.
Second and 1 from the 33 of the Tigers. 3 wide right this time for the Hawks. Cota in the pistol. Makes the handoff back to pass. Fades and throws it deep toward Randall. Just out of his reach at the 5-yard line. It'll be a third down and 1. Bigger 4-down territory, so yeah, I'd go for it. Would you?
Yeah.
Let's go for that long one like that.
Well, that kid's got a big, well, no, it's too far for a field goal attempt. Got a big foot, though. This poor guy's going to be so tired by the end of the game. Looks like he's laboring now to get to the sideline.
3 of 5 in the second half for 21 yards for Kota.
6 on 7 guys inside the box, 8 guys inside the box in the time.
And out the door to the left tackle gets hit at the line of scrimmage, but his second effort will get him the first down near the 30-yard line to give him a gain of 2 to the 31 and a first down for the Hawks.
Maurice Padilla stayed down for a long time, but him and Ethan Ramos combined for the tackle one.
And Norte comes out of the lineup. He got hit hard on that one. There's no question at all. He got hit hard.
Maurice looked like he was holding his head.
Ty Moreno comes into the lineup to replace him in the backfield. Colt quarterback will go back from being under center. Now he steps back to go under center again. So 2 plays in a row under center. Back to pass. Pump fakes, looks over to the right, gets away from another and almost gets the interception. But yeah, looks like there's a hold of the backfield. Oh, they're going to say it was an interception by Ramos. I thought it skipped off the ground. And the referees are talking about it now. They may overrule that, so I'm not going to get too excited yet. Because it looked like it may have skipped off the ground, but it was very close. No, the referees are saying it's an interception by Ramos, and Joey will catch it at the 13-yard line, and the Tigers have the football. Good thing we don't have instant replay.
We need to have that one. I'll take it, though.
I'll take it, you bet. I'll take it. So with 3:12 to go in the third quarter, Hawks 27, Imperial 21. The Tigers have the ball first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go, all the way down.
And up the middle.
Quintero.
Comes Padilla.
Yeah.
And Padilla will get out to about the 13, so we'll give him no gain on that play. I'd like to give him a yard. Let's give him a yard.
How's that? D'Angelo Jackson in.
Second down and 9 from the 14.
In on the tackle for the Hawks.
That's the first turnover committed by the Hawks tonight. 2:40 to go in the third quarter. Tigers down by 6. Have the ball. Second and 9 from their own 14. Reed with back in the shotgun with Padilla to his left. Hand it out to Padilla up the middle. Jesus will get across the 15-yard line, across the 20. We'll get out to about the 21, maybe 22-yard line. Wow.
They had stopped him.
He's not easy to bring down. They'll put it at the 21, gain of 7, but a third down and 2 coming up for the Tigers.
That's our version of what, Dan?
Yeah.
He runs hard. He doesn't run. He's just hard to bring down. This kid just hard.
Big third down play for the Tigers now from their own 21-yard line. Third down and 2. Reed hands it off to Padilla. Hard handoff to get to him. He's going to get out to about the 24. I think he's got the first down.
Yeah,
looks like it. Yep. They're going to mark it right at the 25, in fact, and it'll be a 4-yard gain and a first down for the Tigers. They needed that one.
That was an ugly.
Ooh, it sure was. Padilla got to the line quicker than Reed was ready to hand it off to him, and it was a good handoff, though. It was not mishandled at all.
Put it on his hip.
Yes. And he did the rest of it. 4-yard gain and a first down for the Tigers. First and 10 at their own 25. Moving chains.
Where's Adams? He's on this side. We got to get Adams going again.
Take the handoff back to Reed. Back to passes Reed. Pump fakes. Now throws it over the middle for Luna. Incomplete. It's tackled behind the line of scrimmage just after he threw it. And it'll be a second down and 10.
Now they blitz from the far side to make him roll out. He almost hit Luna on the run, though.
Little will stay into the lineup with Brenton Adams on the right side. Ramos on the left with Jacob Gray. Back to pass is Reed. Looks one way, looks another, then going to get the pass off. Had a lot of rush that time, didn't have a whole lot of time. It was intended for Luna, ball short. It'll be a third down and 10. Didn't have a whole lot of time to set up on that one.
There's 4 defenders in the backfield. What happened?
I don't know. They got through pretty quick that time.
Yeah, that hasn't happened all night. I wonder if that's supposed to be some kind of a screen.
kind of thought, but it didn't look like it was breaking out to be one, though. 3rd down and 10, Tigers from their own 25.
Yeah, everybody was downfield.
And goes in motion, back to pass Reed. And pass incomplete, throws it behind.
Should have kept that one.
Ryan Bonilla. It will fall incomplete. The Tigers drive after the interception by Ramos, sputters to a stop at the 25, and a 4th and 10. The Tigers will have to punt. So with 1:08 to go in the 3rd quarter, Hawks holding on to a 27-21 lead, and the Tigers will have to punt, and they'll need to get a good one off.
Look how spread out there. Look at that. I've never seen that. Look how spread there.
Yeah, they're on the line. They sure are. Good snap back to Ramos.
Oh.
Hits the punt off, and it goes straight to the sideline. Might have ended up on the grandstand. Takes a couple of bounces. The cheerleaders run for cover. And that is going to give great field position to the Hawks. They'll have it at their Tiger 35-yard line. It's a net of 10 yards.
Give you a quick update here on the scoring. We got Holtville final over Desert Mirage, 55-6.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow. They bounced back.
Yeah.
Big time.
Big front line for Holtville.
So 1st and 10 from the Tiger 35 after a net 10-yard punt by Joey Ramos. Coach brings the team to the line. Duarte back in the lineup. They'll be in a pistol formation. DeLarm goes in motion to the right side, sets up from the left to the right side. Cocha looks each way, gets the snap, takes the handoff, going to try to run it himself. He's going to go nowhere. In fact, he's going to be tackled for a 6-yard loss. Oops. Be a 2nd down and 16 back at the 41. Not sure if that was just a broken play.
It was a broken play because it's like he just froze there. He missed the handoff to Duarte. He just froze.
So 2nd down and 16 from the 41. Perhaps one more play in the 3rd quarter, 29-28. 12 more minutes to play in this when the Tigers down by 6. On the left hash mark. But the Hawks will send 2 wide receivers wide each side of the field. Down to 12 seconds. Back to passes Cota. Sets up. Goes in the near side. Tips away. Tanner Travis tips it. Ethan Robles, just as Ethan Robles almost came up with an interception. Shoot. Ball's incomplete with 8.9 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Good job, Tanner Travis, though, tipping out away.
Just do it. Slow and defense. That's all they did.
Coach runs to the sideline, gets the call, runs back out. And it seems like the times he's ran, the ball's on the far side of the field. He's had to run across both hash marks to get to the sideline.
Don't understand why you would do that
with the quarterback, yeah.
Especially as humid as it is.
Yeah. 3rd down and 16 from the 41. 8 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Hawks with the ball and a 6-point lead. Cota hands it off to Duarte. He gets stacked up behind the scrimmage. He's going to go nowhere. In fact, maybe a loss of another yard. It will be a loss of a yard.
Sure is.
So a 4th and 17 from the 42, and that will end this 3rd quarter of play with the score. The Gila Ridge Hawks 27 and the Imperial Tigers 21.
When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. For their special quesadillas, served the way you like it. Deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials, too. The food is great, and the service is even better. And don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday. I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like the way you think. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these and other IGC career education classes at imperial.edu.
So we start off this 4th quarter of play with the Hawks. 4th and 17 from the Tiger 42-yard line. Hawks leading it 27-21 over Imperial. And Vargas will come out to punt. Deep to receive for the Tigers. Brian Bonitas will move back to receive. I don't think they would try a fake in midfield like this. But Duarte is one of the blocking backs. So we're going to keep an eye on that. It's going to be going back to Vargas to punt. He will get the punt off, goes off the side of his foot. It'll bounce at the 27-yard line, go straight out of bounds.
Yeah.
Hasn't been a good night for punters tonight. What do you think about it?
Well, the one's coming out of the west. Everything seems to be coming this way.
Yeah. But they just that's the punt is off the side of his foot, though.
Yeah, he did. But he didn't try to kick it real hard.
No.
He was trying to place it. It just went straight out.
Tigers have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line to open up this fourth quarter play. Trailing by 6.
Oh, that was like a 12-yard punt? 15-yard punt?
Yeah, that's about it. The 42, net of 16. Jordan Reed, a quarterback, has a man in motion coming to the near side. We'll hand it off. They'll fake the handoff. Going to go pass it back over to Ramos on the far side. Ramos will do a lot of faking, but not moving anywhere. Gets away from one. Just about gets away from a second. But that will give him the... Well, it's going to be a pass. It's a pass. Going backwards is so fast.
Is there a flag?
What's that?
Is there a flag, or are they talking to...
No. It's going to be a gain of 2 on it. And for Ramos, that's his 4th catch. And that puts him all-time leading receiver.
Right on.
In Imperial high history. Wasn't pretty, but it got it done. Hand off to Padilla. Padilla from the middle. Get across the 30-yard line to about the 32. That'll be a gain of 4 for Padilla. So 3rd and 4 coming up from the 32.
I'm trying to find Quintero. I don't see Quintero. They were working on his cap earlier.
3 wide receivers to the left side of the field this time for the Tigers. 1 to the right.
Okay.
Take the handoff. And a pass it. Catch by Ramos. But Joey has to go backwards to try to catch it at the 20 or make it the 34 to be a gain of a couple. But a 4th and 2 coming up for the Tigers.
He threw it straight down. You
sure did.
You got a kid. You got a kid. Get up. They're staying in.
Tigers trying to look to go for it. 4th and 2. Are they going to try to draw them off sides? 4th and 2 from the Tiger 34. Reed, a quarterback. Takes the handoff. Going to pass it. Takes it in and out of the hands of Joey Ramos right at the line of scrimmage. And it'd been close to getting the first down, but it falls incomplete. And the Tigers are going to give a good field position. And Eda Ridge will have the ball 1st and 10 from the Imperial 34-yard line.
Here we go again. Gotta give him more green.
That was one that the handoff was there.
I think he had.
I don't know if it was an option for it or not, but if it was, Padilla had the first. There was a big gap on the left side of the line. But the pass falls incomplete. The 1st and 10. Eda Ridge from the Tiger 34. Tiger defense once again has to step up big. Coach at quarterback will have Duarte behind him in the pistol. Again, a flight of tall receivers. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Coach looks over the defense, has a man in motion to the near side. It's Delarm, and Delarm's going to get it. Turns around to the right side. He's going to keep it. And we'll get down inside the 30-yard line to about the 29. It's going to be a forward pass, so we're going to have to call that as a pass to Delarm.
Break everybody out. The linebackers are still moving to the right side. Right, Bonilla, good job of making the one-on-one stop there.
2nd down and 5 from the 29. Back to pass. Coda's going to go for it all into the end zone as a receiver. Tigers defense, we had guys back there, but they couldn't find the ball. It's going to stop by Delarm, and it will go for the touchdown.
He never looked back. Andrew Luna never turned his head. Almost looked like a push, huh, Dylan?
It did kind of look like it was, yeah. But we seemed to have guys in position, they just couldn't find the football.
Yeah, Luna never even turned back.
So the Tigers work hard to get back within a touchdown, and they go back to within 2 touchdowns now, 33-21.
Should have punted, should have punted, should have punted. Again.
And the extra point by Vargas is good. And with 9:57 to go in the ball game, it's now the Hawks 34, the Tigers 21.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Scoring drive, 2 plays, 34 yards as the Tiger elected to go for it on a 4th and 2 from their own 34. Takes just 2 plays, 2 passes from Kota to Delarm of 5 yards and 29 yards for his second touchdown pass of the night. For Delarm, it's his first touchdown reception. And it is now a 34-21 ball game in favor of the Hawks. With 9:57 to go, still plenty of time. 45 seconds all it took to get that touchdown on 2 plays.
Line drive kick to Brian Bonillas.
Bonillas going to bring it out across the 30-yard line to the 35, and the Tigers will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 35. $221 yards passing for Kota on the night now.
We got to do something right now.
1st and 10, Tigers from their own 35. Need to get down and score. The Dia stays in the backfield for the Tigers to the right side of Jordan Reed in the shotgun. And head out to the Dia up the middle. The Dia is going to get brought down after a gain of a yard to the 36. Second down and 9. It looked like a face mask or a collar, but there is a flag on the field. Give them a yard gain on that, and then we may have a penalty coming up against the Hawks.
Oh, it was face mask. I thought you grabbed the face.
Yeah, an incidental one, a 5-yarder. So it'll make it
first down still? Yep.
First about 4 from the 41. Reed goes back to pass. Sets up in the pocket. Going to go deep. Has a man open and Gray just out of his reach at the 20-yard line. It falls incomplete. 2nd down and 4.
Ooh. Jordan got hit after release. Got hit hard by number 2.
Oh, that was a nice pass.
And I was going to mention that too. We got to watch this one-on-one here. Jacob Gray is so fast.
Just out of his reach. Just barely off his fingertips.
I don't see this kid being able to stay with him. You got to see him run the 400. Oh, smooth.
2nd down and 4 from the 41 for the Tigers. Reed looking over the defense, goes back to pass. Sets up in the pocket, throws out far side, going to complete it to Brenton Adams. Oh, they're going to say it came out of his hands. His body was, and he's holding it up, but the referee said no, he did not.
Well, now he's going to mark it?
Wait a minute. Not sure, because the referee that said it was not good is standing where the ball would have been at. So it goes incomplete. It'll be a 3rd down and 4. His body was blocking us, so we couldn't see it. But the referee said that he did not have it. He juggled it. Ball's incomplete. 3rd and 4 from the 41. Tigers need to get to the 45 for a 1st down. 4 yards away. It's a big play here on 3rd down. The Dia stays in the lineup to the right side of Reed. 3 wide receiver to the short side of the field. Going to fake the handoff. Go to the middle. That'll be Joey Ramos. He's at the 50-yard line, still on his feet. Tries to get away from another at the 46, but and a penalty flag going to go on a late hit by the Tigers. You just cannot do things like that.
Brenton Adams.
Yep, Brenton Adams.
Not thinking.
Nope.
Not thinking. Not
Joey gets the first down across the 50-yard line, gets to the 46, and then he's pretty well tackled, and Brenton tries to make a block, and the penalty flag is going to go down. Gene Martin, the head referee, will talk it over with his crew, and will go against the Tigers. Good open field tackle. You got to give it to Tyler Faber for making an open field tackle for the Hawks. If he doesn't get it, Joey's gone.
And I really didn't think you'd be able to take Joey down, but he take that beautifully. Just waiting for him.
The referee's still talking it over at the 45-yard line. And the catch was made, and the ball was down. Everything was down when Brenton looked like he was blocking one of the Hawk players after the play was over. So Tigers are going to get the first down, but it's going to matter where they're going to block that. Let's see, it's going to be a personal foul against the Tigers. So they get the first down at the 46-yard line. Good job after the catch by Joey Ramos, though. 13-yard gain on it for the first down, and then penalty against the Tigers.
Yeah. Got to keep his head. He's still upset about that incomplete pass they called on him. The way he
was acting, you thought he had it, yeah, but he must have been juggling it just a little bit.
But the ref came in saying incomplete, but he looked like he was marking the ball.
First of them, 25 for the Tigers. They bring the ball all the way back to the 39-yard line, and now Gene Martin, the referee of this refereeing crew, will go over to talk to head coach Terry Laguerra on the near side. 9:19 to go in this ball game. You have some updated scores for us?
Yeah, we get Calipat game. Now we got Yuma over Calipat in the fourth, 40-0. Cibola over Southwest, 21-7.
Wow, okay. Still pretty evenly matched from what Cibola and Imperial was, though. We were down 21-7 at one point, ended up 21-14. The Raiders went in.
They took away 3 touchdowns from them. 2.
Yeah,
I thought.
2. Yeah.
Coach
he
thought it was 3.
Yeah. Somehow ended up on the 1. They put in the first half at the end of the first half, and then ended up on the 1 twice in the second half on the same drive.
But what I heard somebody saying is that fourth quarter, at the end of the game, that the ref on the far end called a touchdown. This one over here called it short.
All the way across the field.
But the play, if you remember, was on the left side.
Yeah, it was the far corner.
Hash mark.
Yep. And when they picked the bodies off, Joey, half of his body was across the line with the football.
Yeah.
But they said he was short by a yard.
Yeah. I see Joseph Cordell was one of the refs, and he said, "Man, your coaches wanted to kill me." And I said, "No, it wasn't you. It was the other one."
You know, you have to have thick skin to be a referee, and I would never want to. That's why I don't like getting too harsh with refereeing, because I certainly would want to go out and try to do it. That's a hard job to do. Someone's got to do it, and they do a great job of it. And when you consider players many times can go on the sideline, get a drink of water, take a break. Referees are playing a whole half, and a whole second half. They don't get any breaks, and so that's tough to run up and down the field.
And you're watching 22 players.
Right, you're watching everything. You have to watch everything.
Everything. And these baseball, everything's quick. Everything's
fast. And I know we were a lot faster back then than they are now.
Yeah, oh yeah.
These kids are so fast now. Everything happens boom, boom now. It's a lot quicker game than it was years ago.
Okay, now we're going.
All right, so the Tigers have the ball first and 25 from their own 39-yard line. Jordan Reed, a quarterback, back to pass. Sets up, pump fakes. Now going to throw. There's a man wide open. Ryan Bonilla is going to get it to 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Tigers. Wow.
Pretty.
61 yards, and that was picture perfect. Pass from Jordan Reed to Ryan Bonilla.
He just outran the defensive back.
Love that pump fake to one side, and then Ryan just blasted by on the far side for the touchdown, and it's 34-27 in favor of the Hawks.
I bet it froze those DPs. They probably thought it was over.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Beautiful pass.
Perfect pass.
Never broke his stride.
Perfect catch and run, you bet. Never broke stride. 61-yarder. Longest touchdown of the season for the Tigers. And penalty flag goes down before the extra point attempt. Tigers move. It'll move it back 5 yards. Five-play drive. It goes 65 yards for Imperial. And uses up 57 seconds off the clock. Tigers set up to fake the two-point conversion, and then they move everybody from the far left to where the football is. And coming in for the extra point, Edgar Robles. 5 of 6 on the season, 1 for 1 tonight. And the ball is down, kick is up, and
no good.
It is no good. He hooked it left. So with 9:03 to go in the ball game, it's the Gila Ridge Hawks 34, the Imperial Tigers 27.
Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh daily. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Scoring drive for the Tigers, 5 plays, 65 yards, takes 57 seconds, and capped by a 61-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Ryan Bonillas. Actually, it's the second longest pass of the year, but the longest touchdown of the year for the Tigers. The ball is going to bounce, go into the end zone. There'll be another touchback. And Heber Ridge will have the ball first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, the Wink got that one.
166 yards now passing for Jordan Reed in the ball game. That's 7 in a row at one point. He's not completed his last 2 in a row and 4 of his last 6.
I like the excitement on the sideline, though.
Yes.
I think they're a little more pumped now.
Yep.
Sometimes these kids they play flat.
So first and 10 for Gila Ridge at their own 20-yard line. See, the Tigers defense can step up big right here. Caleb Kota, quarterback, has a man in motion, and it is jumping too soon. It'll be a illegal procedure call against Gila Ridge, and it'll be now a first and 15 at the 15.
Yeah, 66 and 69 on the right side. They both jump. But they're standing up, so I don't know why they would jump. They're already up. Not like they're down on the 3-point stand. What do we got? Everybody else is the same on the defense. Nobody new. Nope. Yeah, we could make it stop here.
Oh, yeah.
There's pressure on them right now.
Duarte behind Kota, running in the pistol. Man at motion to Delorme. Fake it one way, hand it off the other to Duarte. And Duarte will get out to about the 20-yard line, so get that 5 yards back. And it'll be a second down and 10 from the 20.
I got Nick Escalante coming back to make that tackle.
17, actually got to the 20, or the 19-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 4. $62 yards, but on 17 carries for Duarte tonight. Back to passes Kota. Sets up, goes on the far side, incomplete. Not sure who he was intending that for. Yeah, it'll fall incomplete. So a third down coming up.
That block was off to the left.
Third down and 11 from the 19.
Look at shot. He gets animated. Him and the Gary.
Yeah, I don't know what Gary took his hat off and is holding it, or took his headset off. And was yelling at something to the line judge, not sure what it was. But a third down and 11 from the 19. Back to pass Kota. Over the middle. Has receiver intercepted by the Tigers. Almost will get the interception. He's at the 10-yard line, hit at the 10, and then brought down at the 9. The second interception of the night.
I'm telling you.
It's Luna. No, it's Luna. Andrew Luna with the interception, his second of the season. And the Tigers have the ball first and 10, and they will be at the Nighthawk 10-yard line.
I'll tell you, the lineman for the Hawks will sure hustle to the sideline to make that stop. Devin Graham.
Second interception on the season for Luna. Second interception on the night for the Tigers defense. And they have the ball first and 10 at the Gila Ridge 10-yard line.
Number 1. Where's Quintero at?
Make the handoff. Pass it into the end zone. Incomplete. Incomplete. Intended for Brenton Adams. So it's incomplete. Throw it behind him. It'll be a second down and 10. Actually, second and goal. They're going to say just inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, he almost made an acrobatic catch there. Throw it behind him. But I think if he doesn't throw it there, the defender picks it.
Reed hands it off to Padilla at the middle. Padilla gets down near the goal line, bounces off 1 and 2. Touchdown Tigers. Padilla will get in from 10 yards out, and it's a 34-33 ball game. For Padilla, that is his first touchdown of the season. And it's a 10-yarder. Boy, he went hard through that.
Yes, he did.
He really did.
He broke 2 tackles up the middle by himself. Well, it's not going to be denied.
So the Tigers will line up for the extra point to tie. Rookless in for the extra point attempt. Bonillas on the hold. Good snap. Ball is down. Kick is up. And it is good. With 8 minutes to go in the ball game, it's tied. Hawks 34, Tigers 34.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football teams with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
2 plays, 10 yards after the Andrew Luna interception and return, and the touchdown on the 10-yard run by Jesus Padilla. It's 34-34 as the kickoff goes out of bounds and will be brought out to the 35-yard line. A late hit, and there's the call on that. That was a way late hit. I mean, it was...
And that was on 22.
Yeah, D'Angelo Jackson. Maybe a frustration deal, but
exactly.
That was way after the play was over. So the ball will go to the 35, then they'll take the penalty after that. So should put it around the 20-yard line, I'm thinking. We'll see. Yeah, late hits are one thing, but man, that was way after the play was over. Yeah.
And then it went out of bounds. That's disgusting. Why would you?
Yeah, it went out of bounds. DeLorme probably might go up and get it, which I thought, if it's ain't going out of bounds, we got to go, but. So they'll put the ball at the 35, then they should have the penalty after it. Okay, there's the penalty against the Tigers for the ball going out of bounds, and that'll put 35. Now there's going to be the personal foul against Gila Ridge, and that should put him 15 yards back, should put him back to the 20-yard line again with a first and 10 with 8 minutes to go in a tied game.
Oh, good. They're working on Steven's calf. He's cramping up out there.
Tigers trailed in this game 21-0 in the first quarter, and it battled back to tie it up at 34-34. So haven't marched off the 15 yards against the Hawks as head referee Gene Martin is over talking to the Gila Ridge head coach John Elligood in front of their sideline.
Oh, you're hearing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got some feedback of some sort. Hoping it's sounding clear enough on the other end. We're getting a lot of feedback through our headsets. Lee, if you're listening, let us know if it's clear on your end.
Okay, legal procedure.
And now should mark the 15-yard, should go back to the 20-yard line, and that's where Gila Ridge will have the ball 1st and 10, and they'll be at their own 20-yard line. 8 minutes to go in the game, and it's tied 34-34.
I don't know what to do.
So it lines them up. They'll stay in the pistol with Doherty in the backfield. But they will have a man in motion. Hand it off by the left side, getting the ball, breaking some tackle. Out across the 30-yard line, getting the first down is Jonathan Noriega. And the game will get him out to the 33-yard line, a gain of 13 and a first down for Gila Ridge. Good call on that play. And a good run by Noriega. But there was that Delorme, Noriega, and Torres wide right. Staying in the pistol. Hands it off up the middle to Duarte, and Duarte gets stacked up at the line of scrimmage. He'll bounce away to get a few yards, though, however, as he crosses the 35 out to the 38. It'll be a gain of 8 yards in the play. Second down, make a gain of 5. It'll be a 2nd and 5.
Got Brandon Silva and Tanner Travis in for this tackle for the Tigers.
2nd and 5 from the 30 and make it 2nd and 6 from the 37-yard line. Give a gain of 4 on that. And a motion. Gets the hand out by the left side. Breaks one tackle, can't break a second. He'll get to the line of scrimmage as Delorme. It'll be a 3rd down and 6 from the 37.
Brandon Silva with the tackle for the Tigers.
Delorme carried 3 times now for 3 yards in the game. 3rd down and 6. Big 3rd down for the Tiger defense right here. Big 3rd down.
Good time for a stop right now. Put pressure on them with 6:20 to go in the 4th.
Look at 3 wide receivers will stay to the right side of the field. And back to pass is Cota. As a receiver completes it to Randall, who's in a battle with Luna for the ball. But I think Randall has it at the 49-yard line. It'll be a 1st down on the gain of 12. Boy, Luna battled for that one, but just couldn't quite get the ball from Randall.
He was there. Brandon was there. As soon as the receiver broke, he broke with him, and
It'll put it at the 48-yard line, so a gain of 11 on that one. .233 yards passing for Cota in the game. As a man in motion to the near side. Big play. Just going to give the hand off to Reno at the right side. And getting yardage again is Jonathan Noriega, sophomore wide receiver, gets the end around on the fake. And it will get inside to the 34-yard line of the Tigers. That's going to be a gain of 16 yards and a 1st down. Make it 18 on that carry.
I can't make out what Mickey's saying. I can't make it out.
31 yards on 2 carries for Noriega.
I sure looked like a hold on the defensive end to break him out to the flat.
Goes up from the pistol with the Tiger 34-yard line. The hands went off, and getting out to the right side is Moreno. Good play action fake by Cota, and Moreno would get down inside the 25-yard line of the Tigers to the 24, and that'll be something at the 23. It'll be a gain of 11 and a 1st down for Gila Ridge. So Moreno on the carry, good for 11 yards. And Gila Ridge has the ball 1st and 10 now at the Tiger 23-yard line.
Now they've got to start turning that play in. They're heading to get to the outside.
Moreno stays in the lineup. Gets the hand up the middle. Gets stood up by the Tigers, but he will get some yardage down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 3. And it'll be a 2nd down and 7. 4:42 to go in the game. 34-34 the score.
I got Ruiz, Padilla, and Nick Escalante.
Dan trying to get the team fired up as the defense looking at a 2nd down and 7 from the 20-yard line. 4:18 and the clock rolling here in the 4th quarter. Duarte back in the lineup in the pistol behind quarterback Caleb Cota. Cota back to pass. That's up. To throw it to Randall. Penalty. Whoa, no flag. Ooh, I think we got away with the pass interference there. As it really looked like Damon Meza had a hold of Randall before the ball could get there. Little ball incomplete. 3rd down and 7.
It looked like his fingers got caught in his belt. He couldn't let go.
I wonder if Randall has any more change in his pocket.
Yeah.
Or was it all taken? 3rd down and 7 from the 20-yard line. Stopping the clock with 4:01 to go in the game. Thanks, Lee. Appreciate that. Back to pass Cota. Sets up. As a receiver, incomplete, goes way behind it. It's been a receiver, Randall. Make the receiver, Torres, at the 10-yard line. Incomplete. 4th down and 7.
Yeah, the receiver curled in and into the outside. Good stand by the Tigers. Going for the field goal. Going for 3.
That's a long ways to try. That would be, wow, they're going to go ahead and try it. They're going to try a 37-yard field goal. Vargas comes in for the field goal. Ball is down. Kick is up. It's straight enough. And it is good. 37-yard field goal by Pablo Vargas. And it's now with 3:50 to go in the game. It's Gila Ridge 37, Imperial 34.
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
On that drive, it's a 10-play drive for the Hawks that tried to start at their own 20-yard line and went to the Tiger 20. So 60-yard drive. And capped by the 37-yard field goal, as longest of the year by Pablo Vargas. And it's now 37-34 with 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the game. Vargas will kick it off. Angles it away from Ramos. Offside will be called against the Hawks. They'll bring it back 5 yards. And they used up 4 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock on that drive, too, by the way. For Vargas, that is his 3rd field goal of the night. He kicked 2 at 22 yards, and now this one at 37. And that's the difference in the game. It's the Hawks 37, the Tigers 34. Still plenty of time for Imperial to come back.
Yes. We're still in this game. We can't make any mistakes. Can't shoot ourselves in the foot anymore.
So move back to the 35-yard line, and Vargas will have to kick from the 35. Ramos and Bonilla deep to receive. Vargas kickoff. Going to go deep again. Man, this may go in the end zone. It does. Barely rolls into the end zone, and the Tigers will have the ball first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now we got a game. 37-34.
37-34 game. The Tigers down 21-0 in the first quarter, and have come back to tie it at 34 and now trail by 3 with 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Listening to the action on KXORadio.com each and every Friday night. Take you down along with George for Hall for bringing you the action. Cornelius Ramos. Gray will come wide to the right. Brenton Adams wide, or right to the left, but Brenton Adams wide right. Hand it off Padilla at the middle. And Padilla will get pretty good yardage. In fact, will gain out and grind out about 5 yards on the play. It'll be a second down and 5 from the 25.
Yeah, good push by Padilla after the initial hit. Still got 3 or 4 more yards.
36 yards on 8 carries for Jesus Padilla. He stays in the lineup. Looking good. Tigers will have 2 wide receivers east side of the field. This time Jordan Reed going back to pass. Fires over the right side. Going to complete to Brenton Adams. Gets the first down and gets it out to about the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 yards and a first down for the Tigers.
Just a little curl out to the side. Held on to the ball this time. That's the best part about it.
Still pitch and catch to Brenton Adams. 3:09 to go in the game. First and 10, Tigers are on 34. Take the handoff. Going to pass it out to Bonillas on the near side. Bonillas gets hit hard, just shy of the 40-yard line. You're going to say put him at the 40. Gain of 6, second down and 4. Man, he got hit hard on that one.
He did. He sure did. They hit each other pretty good, though.
Bonillas had that 61-yard touchdown catch just early parts of the fourth quarter to tie up the game at 34. Back to pass with Reed. Sets up. Passes over the middle. Going to complete Joey Ramos. Ramos gets the first down. Breaks tackle to 45 to the 50. Breaks to the outside. Breaks another tackle. Then going to be brought down from behind at the 46-yard line of the Hawks. It'll be first and 10 Tigers at their 46.
He is so hard to break down so quick after he catches the ball.
14-yarder on this one for Joey. 2:17 to go in the game. The Tigers have the ball for Hawk 46. First and 10. Bonillas will split out to the left side, along with Ramos and Gray. Adams to the right side. Take the handoff back to passes. Reed sets up, goes over the middle. Oh, in and out of the hands of Padilla, who was hit just as soon as he touched the ball. D'Angelo Jackson hit him hard at the 40-yard line. Padilla gets up.
Oh,
he is hit hard, and he's going to have trouble. They're going to have to get him out of the game. He said no, he wants to stay in, but they're going to place him to bring Brendan Adams in. Man, he was hit hard by Jackson. Just as soon as he touched the ball. If Jackson's out there, that ball's completed.
Oh, yeah.
But he hit him right when the ball got there in his hand. Yeah, felt it. Second down and 10 from the 46. Hand up Brendan Adams up the middle. Brendan will get inside the 45-yard line. They get stood up and brought down by a whole host of either Red Hawks.
There's 22 again.
We'll get to the 43-yard line, a gain of 3, but a second down and 7. They get a third down and 7 coming up from the 43. First carry for Brendan tonight.
Pass to stopped by D'Angelo Jackson for the Hawks.
A minute 30 to go. Clock is running. Reed from the shotgun goes back to pass. Sets up. That's where a lot of the pocket and hit hard. Then he gets the pass off. Got it. Ramos going to catch it. He gets to 40 on the 35. Finally gets out of bounds. Stopping the clock at the 33-yard line. First down Tigers with a minute 14 to go.
What a catch by Ramos. Picked it up off the ground. And then he fought through 2 tackles to get that first down. And Jordan, on his way down, got rid of that ball.
What a catch and run by Joey Ramos. Wow. First and 10 Tigers now at the Hawk 33. Hand it off to Padilla, and he fumbles the ball. Padilla fumbles it.
He got it back.
But I think he got it back. He did. He got it back, but that's going to use up some clock. The run will get inside the 30-yard line to the 27. So it's going to be a gain of 6 yards on the play. Second down and 4.
Timeout.
And timeout called by the Tigers. With 46 seconds remaining in the game, it's the Hawks 37, the Tigers 34.
Start your day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best iced tea in the valley with lots of different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, cold, fresh flavors. The valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Peyton Road in Imperial.
So 49 seconds have been put back onto the clock, so 3 extra seconds were put back on. 49 seconds to go. Tigers are the ball. Second down and 4 from the Gila Ridge 27-yard line. Padilla in the backfield. Reed in the shotgun with Padilla to his right side. Gray split to the left. Ramos, Bonillas, and Adams split to the right. Back to pass is Reed. Has some protection. Pump fakes. It goes in the corner of the end zone. Almost intercepted. It was incomplete in the end zone, but that was close to being intercepted. Yeah. It'll be a third down and 4 with 41 seconds to go.
There was 3 defenders there. That should have been a pick. They knocked it away from each other.
A lot of white.
That should not have been thrown, though.
A lot of white jerseys back there in prevent defense. That's kind of hard to try to thread one from that far away. But the Tigers dodge a bullet there, and it'll be third down and 4 from the 27. Back to pass is Reed. Has plenty of protection. Stands around. Looks deep. Not going to find it. They're going to try to run it himself. He'll go run out of bounds. Stopping the clock with 33 seconds to go. He's going to be close to a first down. See where they're going to mark it on the near sideline. There's a lot of players in front, so we can't quite see where the ball is at. The referees are taking a look at it. I think the Tigers may be a little short. Tigers are going to be 1.5 yards short, it looks like. Fourth down coming up. And timeout called by the Tigers with 33 seconds to go in the ball game. It's the Hawks 37, the Tigers 34.
They're excited at Dermot's Floor Covering, and now they're offering discounts up to 30% off select styles of products. Kids, life, or pets, Dermot's Floor Covering has you covered with a water and stain-proof product ready for anything life throws at you. From now until September 30th, Shop Floor will make a donation to St. Jude's Children's Hospital for every lifeguard carpet sold. Visit Dermot's Floor Covering today in Imperial to see their Shop Floor Gallery. And now, no interest, 30 months financing on approved credit.
As we return back to the stadium, 33 seconds to go in the ball game. It's Gila Ridge 37, Imperial 34, and it basically comes down to this play. The Tigers have a fourth down and 2 from the 25-yard line. If the Tigers get the first down, game continues. If they don't, game over.
And we have 2 timeouts.
2 timeouts remaining for the Tigers, but it basically comes down to this.
Got to make that
If
first
we don't get the first down now, Gila Ridge is going to come out with a win. So it comes down to this play. Let's see what the Tiger brain trust has. Austin Ortega on top. Eric O'Gara down on the field.
QB. The quarterback, Joaquin, has to come in.
Joaquin Alvarado has come into the ball game for Jordan Reed. And coming into the backfield for the Tigers, they're going to bring in Ethan Ramos and Jesus Padilla, and that's timeout called by Gila Ridge. So with 33 seconds to go, it's still the Hawks 37, the Tigers 34.
Peyton Express in Imperial is your one-stop convenience store with full-service car wash, gas, and diesel. It's a place for all your snack, cold drinks, and ice-cold beer. And if you're throwing a party, eggs, wine, and champagne. Everything you need at one convenient location. While you're there, get your vehicle washed and save a buck with 8 gallons of gas or diesel and get the 10-star wash free. Yes, Peyton Express is your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Highway 86 and 8th Road, Imperial.
As we come back to Shimamoto Simpson Stadium here on the campus of Imperial High School, basically the game comes down to this play. If the Tigers can get the first down, the game continues. If they don't, Gila Ridge picks up a 3-point win. Should say escapes with a 3-point win if they can stop the Tigers here. Joaquin Alvarado will stay into the game. 5'11", 200-pounder. Padilla will be behind him. Snap. Hand out to Padilla. Oh, takes it. Oh, the throw is still behind. Tanner Travis, who was wide open in the flat, and Alvarado throws it behind him, and the ball is turned over on down. Tanner was wide open.
Wide open. He threw to the inside, and Tanner turned to his right shoulder, off to the right flat. That might have been a touchdown, Bill.
Oh, yeah. No, I think it would have been. If the ball would have been over his right shoulder, he said there's nobody out there. It totally fooled Gila Ridge's team.
Wow.
But the ball was thrown behind Tanner Travis.
Yeah.
And now the Hawks could take a knee a couple of times and call it. Wow. The chance was there.
Yeah.
And it just didn't happen.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker. Heartbreaker. Jordan lost his helmet when he got hit out of bounds here, so he had to come out for one play.
It was a great call.
Yeah, it was.
If it was executed, it's easily a first down and maybe a touchdown, but instead the Tigers will come up short. The final score will be Gila Ridge 37, Imperial 34, and we'll recap the scoring and get the stats for you in just a moment.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has helped different clubs and sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping your kids busy with school activities. Their members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, please contact Betty or Larry at 760-355-1312. That's 355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers! When it comes to Mexican food, El Zarape in Imperial does it right. From their special quesadillas, served the way you like it, deep fried with cheese, and you add the fillings to tacos, burritos, enchiladas, and more. There's daily specials too. The food is great, and the service is even better. Don't forget to reserve your tamales for the holidays. El Zarape, located at 139 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial. Open Monday through Saturday. I don't worry anymore about getting stranded with my car breaking down. Why is that? That automotive class I took at Imperial Valley College not only prepared me to fix my own car, it also prepared me for a new career in automotive repair. I like to fix things. I've always wanted to become a welder. Then check out these other IBC career education classes at imperial.edu. Start the day off right by having breakfast at Broken Yoke Cafe. Once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley by our customers. Thank you. Remember, Broken Yoke strives every day to bring you great service and great food. Still preparing everything fresh and filling. Open for breakfast and lunch 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Log on to Broken Yoke Cafe and join the club or order your meal online. Broken Yoke Cafe on North Imperial Avenue in El Centro.
Final score in Imperial, Gila Ridge knocks June by 37, the Imperial Tigers 34. Here's how things went. The Tigers got down 21-0 in the first quarter on a 28-yard touchdown pass, a 5-yard touchdown run, and a 2-yard touchdown run by Gila Ridge. Pass of 28 went from Caleb Cota to David Randall. And then the 5-yard touchdown run was by Renan Duarte, and the 2-yard touchdown run by quarterback Caleb Cota. So the Tigers found themselves down 21-0 with almost 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. But if they will make it a 21-8 game on the 2-yard touchdown run by Manuel Castero, and with a 2-point conversion, it was 21-8 in favor of Gila Ridge. They would increase their lead to 24-8 on a 22-yard field goal by Pablo Vargas. The first of 3 that he had on the night, it was 24-8 with 9:19 to go in the first half. And then let's see, 24-8, and then the Tigers would come back to get a touchdown. Here. The Tigers would come back to make it a 24-14 game on 24-8, 8-yard touchdown pass by Jordan Reed to Joey Ramos. The 2-point conversion was no good, and it was a 24-14 game. And then Heber Ridge would come right back. That was the 25 seconds to go, and then they got that field goal, remember, just before the half on a 5-play, 40-yard drive on a short kickoff, and a 22-yard field goal by Vargas left the halftime score 27-14. The Tigers would cut that lead with 7:59 to go in the third quarter on a 5-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Reed to Andrew Luna. And the extra point would be good, and the score would be 27-21 in favor of Heber Ridge. And then the Heber Ridge would get their next touchdown on a 29-yard touchdown pass with 9:57 to go in the game from Kota to Delorme. And with the extra point good, it was 34-21. Heber Ridge with 9:57 to go. But the Tigers would score just 57 seconds later on a 61-yard touchdown pass, a thing of beauty from Jordan Reed to Ryan Bonillo. And that would make the game a 34-27 game at that point. And then the Tigers would score again with 8 minutes to go in the game on a 10-yard run by Jesus Padilla with the extra point. That tied the game up at 34-34. We did have that missed extra point. We had the extra point there would tie it up. But then with 3:50 to go in the ball game, a 37-yard field goal by Pablo Vargas, his third of the night, is the difference in the game. And the final score, Heber Ridge 37, Imperial 34. For the victorious Hawks, Caleb Kota would complete 21 of 40 passes for 233 yards, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Renan Duarte would carry the ball 18 times for 66 yards in the game and a touchdown. Ty Moreno, 2 carries for 14 yards. Kota would carry 3 times for a net of 0. Jonathan Noriega had 2 late carries for 31 yards. And Jade Delorme, 3 carries for just 3 yards. For the Tigers, Jordan Reed would complete 15 of 27 passes for 205 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then Joaquin Alvarado came in for the 1 pass at the end of the game, and that was an incomplete one. But running tonight, Manuel Quintero, 16 carries for 76 yards and a touchdown. Jesus Padilla, 8 carries for 42 yards. Jordan Reed, 2 carries for 2 yards. But the Tigers are going to come out just a little bit short of this ball game with a final score of the Hawks 37 and the Tigers 34. George, you had some defense for us?
Yes. We ended up, same thing, linebackers, the front line did a heck of a job today for us. We ended up with Brendan Silva, Ryan Bonilla, Damon Mesa, all had 6 tackles for the Tigers. Ethan Ramos ended up with 7. Maurice Padilla, James Folks also ended up with 6 tackles. We had 1 sack also by James Folks to really slowed the Hawks down that one drive right before the half. What else did we have? Andrew Duda ended up with 3. Omar Garibaldi had a great first quarter, ended up with 3 tackles. So he sure made a lot of plays turn back into the help. That's where I thought he did very well today. But good showing for the Tigers. Scored some points.
Heartbreakers.
We can't keep losing ourselves on the foot.
No. When you consider we got down 21-0 in the first quarter, and one was on the first kickoff that we had, we fumbled it away. And then the first possession that we had in 3 plays, we fumbled it away. Both deep in their territory. They had the short field to score 2 quick touchdowns, and we're down 21-0 quick to come back to tie it up at 34-34, and then lose on a field goal late in the game.
We should be 3-0.
Yeah, because we could just as easily be 3-0 instead of 1-2.
We can't keep doing that to ourselves. But I'm glad we put up some points. We showed some heart.
Showed a lot of heart.
Yeah.
Yep. Never say die attitude.
Yeah.
So I think that'll pay dividends as the season goes on.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank our sponsors for being with us. The Imperial Quarterback Club, over 60 years of fundraising for Imperial High School students. Dayton Express, the corner of Highway 86 and 8th Road in Imperial. Thanks to the Imperial Tiger Football Association, funding, raising, and supporting Tiger football for many years. The El Zarape restaurant, when it comes to Mexican food, they do it right. Food is great, service is even better. Thanks to the Brick House Coffee, serving your favorite drinks all day, and next door Brick House Deli with big bowls, buds, flavors, open for breakfast and lunch at Leach Tucker Center in Imperial. Thanks to Derma's Floor Covering, where you can stop by and see the shop floor gallery and ask about their stain-proof product, Derma's Floor Covering in Imperial. Thanks to the Brook and Hill Cafe, once again voted best breakfast in the Imperial Valley and open daily at 6 a.m. And our thanks to Imperial Valley College for once again being with us on Tiger football. We'll be back in action next Friday night in Valley Center in northeast of Escondido in the northern Cook County of San Diego.
It'll be nice and cool there.
You'll be able to take our jackets next week. And once the sun goes down, it gets kind of chilly up there. So that'll be a good one. We'll be on the air around 6:45 again on Friday night. We hope that you tune in with us as the Tigers take on a perennial champion in Valley Center.
Yep. Again, we can't keep doing it. I'm glad we showed the heart that we did, but we can't keep doing this to ourselves.
No. We got down too early again in the first half, down 21-0, but showing a lot of heart to come back to tie at 34-34 and then lose this game right at the very end by a final score of 37-34. That'll do it here in Imperial. I'm Mickey Dale. For George Grijalva, we thank everyone back in the studio. Dave Lamoose for working with us back in the studio, and our thanks to Kurt Hoffman for getting us the updated scores throughout the game. We appreciate all that, and we hope you enjoyed our broadcast tonight. We'll give you one more rundown of the scores that we have of final scores tonight. Central in El Paso against Del Valle came up with a big victory over the Conquistadors. Look back through the scores on that one. You remember what that final was? The 35-21, was it? 34-21? 34-21 was the final in that one. And Cibola defeated Southwest 21-7, the final score there. Vincent 41, Calexico 22 is a final.
Oh, wow.
Yuma 40, Calipatria 0, a final score there. And Holtville 55, Desmond Mirage 6 is a final score. And then last night, Brawley defeated Indio 43-7. So that's to get you up to date in scores involving Valley Schools last night and tonight.
But defense, we stopped the running game again.
Yeah, we did.
We have a heck of a run defense. Big mistakes.
Two big fumbles early in the game. Gave them a short field twice in the first quarter. Got down 21-0. Stormed it back to tie at 34-34. And to lose on a 37-yard field goal late in the ball game. That's it from Imperial. Final score again, Gila Ridge 37, Imperial 34. I'm Mickey Dale for George Grijalva signing off here. We will talk to you again on Friday night. Thanks for listening.
Good night, everybody.